Okay, we're live. Awesome. So, hey, this is Monsterhearts, the game, being run by me, Kira Magrann, for Big Bad Con Online. And Big Bad Con is this awesome convention that happens every year in California, yearly, in
Yeah, every year.
October. And maybe Colin, you could say something about it real quick since you're the
Sure.
marketing guru and you're right here.
Sure. So Big Bad Con is a wonderful con that is in East Bay. It was in Oakland. Now it's over in Walnut Creek. It is the second week of October, and it's a great con. It specializes. It's kind of a gaming con by gamers for gamers. A lot of amazing indie games, and it prides itself on its open door inclusive policy and bringing in small game designers of all stripes to just help grow the whole idea of gaming and story gaming and all of that stuff. So it's a great con.
It was super fun when I went last year. I can't recommend it enough if you can get there. It's super great. So we're doing these series of games online. I think mine's the last one that's running as part of the Kickstarter. All of these lovely people are here and helped kickstart the con in order to play a game with me or play a game with me as part of the Kickstarter. I'm not sure how all of it worked, but you're all here, and I'm super excited to play Monsterhearts with you. For those of you who are watching who might not know what Monsterhearts is, it is a tabletop role-playing game that is like teen romance monsters. So think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Jennifer's Body or True Blood, but with teenagers. So that's what we're about to do for a couple hours.
I always like to describe it as everyone's monsters, but the real monsters is the fact that you're teenagers.
I mean, being a teenager is kind of a horror show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty great. So everyone will kind of be playing the monsters in this game, and this game does include some adult content. So there is some violence, some sexuality, and some I think those are two things you have to worry about, and some queer content as well. A lot of the themes in Monsterhearts kind of focus on these teenagers being, trapped in bodies they can't control, or going through some kind of bodily transformation or horror metaphor that has to do with exploring certain, queer identities. So that's a really cool part of this game. It's one of my favorite parts of this game as a queer feminist myself. So I think that is the intro. Let's see. Let's introduce ourselves. So, yes, I'm Kira Magrann. I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I have been gaming forever, and Monsterhearts is one of my favorite games. I'm also a game designer, and that's me. Andy, let's go to you.
Howdy. My name's Andy. I'm out of Olympia, Washington, and I suppose on the good days I actually sit down and play some games, and I actually spend a lot of time walking and playing with the dog.
Yeah, what kind of dog?
A really cute one. 50 pounds of black fur.
Oh! Maybe it will show itself at some point.
You might.
Okay. Cool. All right, and then April?
Hey, I'm April Kit Walsh. I have been gaming for years and years. I'm a staff attorney at the Electronic Frontier Foundation, where I do free speech and net neutrality and participatory culture litigation. And I am joined here by Morsel, and Gremlin will probably appear shortly.
Adorable animals everywhere. Cool. All right. Welcome. And then we also have Colin.
I'm Colin Ferrian, and I am out of San Francisco. And as I said, I'm also part of the leadership of Big Bad Con, as well as all their weird art stuff I've done. I've been doing gaming and weird public tomfoolery art for ages. So it all kind of meshes into one for me.
I like that you said tomfoolery art as though it were a type of art.
It is. It totally is.
It is now.
As an artist, I feel that deep in my heart. And then finally, Ian.
Yep. So I'm Ian. I'm out of Berkeley, California, and I really loved Big Bad Con last year, and so just being able to support it more this year, and then like, oh sweet, play a game too. That's awesome. And just been my journey with gaming has been I used to mostly just do Dungeons and Dragons, but then I realized there's this whole world outside there that actually seems like a really great way to tell stories. Who knew? And just been exploring that. And
That's so exciting. There's nothing wrong with D&D, but I prefer narrative storytelling.
Yeah.
But I like how you were like, no, nothing wrong with D&D. Cool. Awesome.
I played my first D&D game in ages at the last Big Bad Con, just to do it, because I haven't done it in like years.
Fun.
Was it 5e?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I recently wrote an adventure for 5e, which is still being made, but I was like, whoa, this game is different than the D&D I remember.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's very story-focused. But anyway, that's not the game we're playing.
No, it's not.
So, I just want to iterate some things really quick. So during the game, I did say that we could have some adult content. We don't have like an X card that I can put down at a table here, but an X card is a tool that we can use if something comes up. It's kind of content. It could be any content where if any of you are like, well, that's too far, or that's too sensitive for me, or you know, I just quit smoking. I'd rather not talk about smoking. Like anything, could be anything. Just you can either put an X in the chat maybe, or just go like this. I'm totally a fan of that. And we'll all kind of know that's what that meant. I might ask you a question, or we can just back up and do the scene over, or whatever we're describing. There is like some sexiness in this game, but I don't expect us to go like full-on X-rated. Let's describe us taking our clothes off and like making out and stuff. I usually like to do like a before sex scene and an after sex scene. So you like have the lead in and then what happened afterwards. So it's more about like the character interaction around that scene as opposed to like focusing in on the actual sex. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? I have forgotten about it. Oh well. Oh, I remember. As a GM, I'm not really heavy on the let me describe everything to you and talk all the time style of GMing. I love it when people are like interacting with their characters. So please feel free to interact with each other. This game, I think, functions best when you're interacting with each other and having lots of character drama and inner character drama. And it's super easy once we do our backstories. You'll know like what your drama is. So the more you can kind of point yourselves at each other, the better. I love it. Go for it. And I'll kind of help you do that if you have any questions or need help. But I know you're all awesome role players, so you don't really need my help. So cool. All right. So let's introduce everyone's characters now that we've had all of that stuff. Yes. So we've all done kind of character creation up into our backgrounds with each other. Well, I can't think of the right words to describe that. You know, go around and describe your character's look. So basically, like, read off the front page of your character. You know, like your name, your look, your origin. And then also your sex move and your darkest self, so that we know what happens when you have sex with another character, and what happens when you get into your darkest self. And then once we know all the characters, you can all create relationships with each other. So cool. All right, Andy, would you like to start with your werewolf?
Yeah.
Wow.
I may be a little enthused.
I know I'm going to like playing with you. That was great.
Excellent. So, my werewolf's name is Levi. And look is going to be wiry and wolf eyes. Do you want me to
Cool.
speak any more to that, or just keep it brief while in the moment?
You can describe that as much as you like.
I am all right. Awesome.
Yeah.
In my imagination, Levi, who, she, her pronouns at this. Yeah, that feels good. Just sort of like small and almost kind of not like messy and almost underfed.
Cool.
Anyhow, origin is going to be awoken.
Cool.
And
So what did? Oh,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Did you choose what kind of name it was? Like a trailer park name or a tough name or a name?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a tough name.
Cool.
So I skipped that.
That's okay. I think it's really easy to skip. And then you said awoken was
Awoken.
her origin. So tell us about that. What does that mean?
So, in thinking about this, I feel like Levi has an older sister who's gone. This older sister conveniently is now 18, so there's nothing of concern there, and that there's this delightful correlation between this older sister being gone and this sort of like dreams and inexplicable like dark spaces in Levi's memory, and things sort of escalated from there. And in my imagination, that happened less than a year ago, maybe less than 6 months ago, whatever makes good sense, and it's all smushy.
So Levi's sister is missing, and because of that, like, is kind of awakening the werewolf within her. And
Yeah.
it's only been a few months now.
Right, that's in my imagination sort of the, like, I feel like there's a very strong correlation between that, and of course all the adults in the world think nothing of her older sister being gone. I suspect. Maybe not. But
Sure. Okay, cool. So you don't know anything about it. Like your family hasn't told you you're a werewolf. It's just like your sister's gone and nobody knows what's up.
yeah, that feels pretty good to me.
Cool. That's creepy. All right, awesome. Cool. So what is your sex move?
All right, sex move. I'm going to read this to y'all already. When you have sex with someone, you establish a spirit connection with them. Until either of you breaks that spirit connection by having sex with someone else, add 1 to all rolls made to defend them. You can tell when that connection has been broken. Making friends.
Yeah, kind of clingy.
I'm
Or
fine.
protective.
Look out for your own, right?
I mean, no judgment.
Some of us need protection.
Some of us are inherently codependent.
True. It's true. All right. What is your what's your darkest self?
Darkest self. You transform into a terrifying wolf creature. You crave power and dominance, and those are earned through bloodshed. If anyone attempts to stand in your way, they must be brought down and made to bleed.
Yeah.
You escape your darkest self when you wound someone you really care about. Or the sun rises. Whichever happens first.
Don't hurt anybody to love.
Oh, definitely.
So that's Levi. She sounds pretty badass. All right, cool. So April, you were playing the unicorn, correct?
Yes, I'm playing Amelia Licorn, who is a unicorn. So I sent a photo to folks playing, but she has this hairstyle that's like a side shave, and the rest combed over, and it looks like a mane from one side.
Awesome.
It's all dyed blue.
Yay.
So she's got the like blue side mullet thing going, and
Heck yeah.
and her eyes are modest eyes. So I also read that she's sort of like a wannabe punk, because she's really not that punky. Like she'll stick up for what she believes when she's like acting with integrity, which is part of the unicorn's deal. But she's not really punk. Like has no piercings, but will wear like a kind of vegan leather jacket. And I think she is relatively large, but holds herself in a small way. Her origin is our last hope, and I haven't. I sent some ideas for what that might be, I wrote that she is hunted by nightmares. One of the other unicorn mechanics, if you take the hunted move, is that you see these things in the corners of your eyes, and when they come out into the light, you react to them. And the word for those is the nightmares. So perhaps being our last hope relates to that, but I just wanted some extra melodrama for a Monsterhearts one-shot and choosing that
Yeah.
phrasing.
Totally, that's great. So she like sees these all the time, these nightmares, like in the corners of her eyes and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think more and more. And so her father, so she came to the United States with her father. Her mother stayed in France to fight the nightmares, and her father will say nothing more about it because speaking about them brings them closer. So
Okay.
she's supposed to just ignore these things that are in the corners of her vision. She's supposed to just try to fit in, be a human, but she also has this drive to live up to a superhuman ideal of perfection in morality.
Oh,
So
that'll
that's
be easy. Oh.
Poor Amelia. We can call her Amy. People probably call her Amy. Um,
Awesome.
I can do her sex moves. She has 3 different intimacy moves.
Cool.
Being a unicorn, when you lay your head in a virgin's lap, gain a point of integrity and choose either give them 1 forward to protecting you or roll to turn them on. However, when you kiss a non-virgin, take 1 harm. Don't do that. And when you have sex, lose all your integrity. So integrity is the unicorn special mechanic that sort of powers. In my case, prophecies are the thing that I can do with integrity.
Cool. Is that your other power, like your other move on your sheet?
Right.
Cool.
Yes. Hunted and integrity are the 2, or hunted and prophecies are the 2 choices that I made.
Fantastic. That sounds lovely. All right, very cool. Andy, I actually forgot to ask you what your 2 moves were.
Oh, no problem. So I went
Yes.
ahead and selected Primal Dominance, which is the when you harm someone, take a string on them. And then Bare Your Fangs. So as your darkest self, you can choose to use Volatile instead of Cold to shut someone down or hold steady.
Awesome. So you're volatile and violent, and the unicorn is pure and haunted.
We're going to get along so good.
Andy, what was your character's name again?
It's Levi.
Levi.
Okay. Yeah, we've got Levi and Amelia. Amelia Corn. Amy. Wait, I forget what color Amelia's hair is.
It's hella blue.
Yeah. So good.
Awesome.
Hello.
And Amelia's pronouns are she, her? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right, awesome.
Levi's pronouns for what?
She, her.
Levi.
Oh, yeah.
Are you asking about Levi? Levi is she and her as well.
Okay, cool.
Yep. All right, Colin, let's hear about your giant.
So my character's full name is Nafanua Young, however it goes by Ititi, which was basically the baby name that she was called by, and it just kind of stuck. She's adopted by white Mormon parents, but she is Samoan. And Ititi in Samoan just means like small. So, which is appropriate because she's probably she's like a little over 6 foot. She's one of the biggest things in school. And she's big boned. Her eyes are kind of these very large, friendly eyes. And her origin is warrior's blood because Nafanua is the name of a warrior princess in Samoan mythology. So she has a bit of Nafanua's blood in her. And that's why she's like huge and crazy. So her giant moves, her basic one is size matters. That like anything, whenever I make a move that involves size, I roll 2d8. If an 8 comes up, I usually break things. So my life is doing things like sitting down at desk at school and the desk breaks and all the kids laugh at me. And
You have D8s that the giant rolls?
Yeah.
yeah,
I missed that somehow.
it's insane.
That's awesome. All right, cool.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
I have my other ones are castle, which is I have a special place, and that special place is I like back in the woods behind my house. There's a small cave that I found, and that is my special place. If anyone enters it, then special. I can spend I can gain a string on them and spend a string to do some special things.
Cool.
And then I also have hide your heart, which is I can remove my heart. It doesn't have to be a physical heart. In my case, it is a small little turtle carved from a turtle shell with like Samoan tattoo imagery on it, and it is when it's removed, I gain the condition heartless, but people can't spring strings on me or inflict harm on me when I have it. So, when I have it removed. But as it kind of says in the thing, the castle is meant to be found, as is the heart. So like it's things that like are all hidden, but it should really be found for a real drama to occur.
Cool.
You don't need that cool little turtle. I'll take that.
And so my sex boost is after I have sex, I gain the condition sound asleep. That's it.
That's what? That is awesome.
Yeah,
So good.
it's so good. My darkest self is I'm sick of being careful of holding back. I'm unstoppable, a force of nature, and if this world can't handle me, well, that's its problem. You escape your darkest self when you fall to the ground.
Nice. All right, awesome. That sounds lovely. It sounds like you did. Did you know all that stuff about Samoan culture? I didn't.
Yeah, well, I know. Like, I did a little bit of research. I do know from my partner who grew up Mormon, isn't anymore, but like that. There is actually looked up. It's like 15% of Samoans are actually Mormon. Because the Mormons believe that Samoans are one of the lost tribes of Israel, so they've done a lot of missionary work there. So she dresses she still feels herself to be Mormon, though it's kind of questioning, as all teenagers do, but dresses mostly in whatever will fit her, which is usually kind of athletic gear and like kind of like extra long shorts and sweatshirts or whatnot, and conservatively and not too exciting. She's not, because it's basically her mode of dress.
Awesome. That's a complex identity. I like it.
Yeah, because she tries to like dress as conservatively as possible because she stands out so much, but it doesn't really work. So.
Right. like if she could become more invisible if she didn't dress outrageously.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. So that was TC. And we just have to go back to April for a second because we need to hear the unicorn's darkest self and what happens.
Yeah, the darkest self for the unicorn. This is it. Everything falls apart and you can't hold it together anymore. It's not because everything is too much to bear, just that you aren't good enough. So beg their forgivenesses, everyone you've wronged by being too weak to help. Show them how sorry you are in whatever small ways you can muster before the final curtain falls. Don't seek their acceptance. You don't deserve it. You escape your darkest self when someone reflects to you a glimmer of your own self-worth.
No, that's so sad.
Emo Monsterhearts. Here we go.
Emo corn.
Emo corn.
Corn.
Okay, cool. So that's the unicorn's darkest self. And then finally we have Ian. You're playing the cuckoo, right?
Yep, I'm playing the cuckoo. They go by they / gender neutral pronouns. Their name is Robin. They were mysteriously left in a basket on somebody's doorstep. Just kind of a forced adoption, so to speak.
Sure.
They recently, around 6 months ago, they started to notice that they could, yeah, because the cuckoo can kind of change the clothing and also change the, what was the other thing? Like just, who they are as a person.
Mhm.
And that's just really starting to confuse them. And like I'm really uncertain about who they are. Um, yeah, and I think that's, and then they look very sleek, and have
Mhm.
vibrant eyes, like a kind of like between like, or kind of like orange, yeah, orange eyes, I'd say.
Mhm.
Um, and but it's like an orange that you can only see when you like look closely, stare at them directly. And they tend to wear sunglasses to hide this fact because they feel really self-conscious about having a different colored eye. And in addition to sunglasses, they tend to have like a leather jacket and like tend to wear like pants. That's it.
Cool. That's awesome. So leather jacket, you said, or did I mishear that?
Yeah, leather. Yep.
Cool, cool. Awesome. So pretty sleek and cool, sounds like. But who knows what Robin might
Yep.
look like at any moment. All right, awesome. Um, and
Oh yeah, and their
cool.
darkest self. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Their
yeah. And the
darkest
sex
self.
move.
And the sex move. So the sex move is once I've had sex with them, I can add one to my rolls as passing as them, since one of my main abilities is to basically pretend to be other people,
Mm-hmm.
until the bedroom happens. Um, and their darkest self is that they feel like they're an understudy in another person's life with all that imitation, and so they want to actually. I think if I'm reading this correctly, they just want to like take out the person that they're imitating,
Mm-hmm.
uh, trying to replace them. And I escape my darkest self when something that person I'm trying to replace surprises me, or someone shows a genuine care, or I succeed.
Cool.
Awesome.
That's kind of
Replacing other
terrifying.
people.
You're a little bit like a doppelganger, like in that sense, where it's just like the scary doppelganger is coming. Like you see yourself in a hallway, and like only one of you is gonna win. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so that's a Robin. Um,
Yep,
yeah, so that's
it's
everyone.
Robin.
That is a Robin, and Robin is questioning who they are pretty strongly because of how much they change their own appearance. I like it a lot. All right, so the next thing we'll do is your backstory. So this is the part on your character sheet. It's kind of like under your stats. This will kind of connect all your characters. Andy, would you like to start with Levi?
Sure. So here's the fun part, my backstory. Do you want some of that narrative stuff before we do strings? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, what do you mean?
Are you talking about more, are we going into assigning strings and all that good stuff at this juncture, or are we talking about more like details and content about information about the character?
Oh, yeah. So strings and backstory, basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah. But if you have some more information, please do share.
Sure, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, so with the werewolf, your backstory is you lack subtlety. Give a string to everyone. So we can lead from there.
Totally. So what that means, everyone, just write down Levi's name and then put like a +1 next to it. So you can use that, mechanically. But please continue, Andy.
Awesome. And then the second part of that is you've spent weeks watching someone from a distance. Their scent and mannerisms are unmistakable to you. Take 2 strings on them. I feel like I don't know what all ever. I don't. Who am I? Who am I gonna have been watching and fondly?
Yeah, who wants to be stalked by the werewolf?
Oh, I think. Oh gosh.
Or is it not stalking? Sorry, maybe that's really extreme.
I'm going after the unicorn, Amelia. I'm. Let's.
I smell kind of minty. It's nice.
Ooh.
Smash
We're giggling
them
already.
with
It took no time.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so, and Amelia, you're cool with that.
Does that fit with you?
Oh yeah, that's great. Of course, like I would be stalked by predators. That's just my life.
Awesome. So what does that look like then? Is the werewolf just like creeping at Amelia's? Is Levi just creeping at Amelia's window, or like what are you doing?
So I feel like this involves a lot of like happening to be engaging in whatever. Like, oh, you happen to be walking that way home too. I'm gonna walk several blocks behind you, or be at places that you inevitably pass, or in the hallway, or suddenly I'm now in your study hall, or like I'm not gonna like interact with you. No.
Okay.
Because it's
like
all. Go ahead.
I used to be on the track team till like I had too many other things. I couldn't live up to that commitment. Maybe you were on the track team and like dropped off after I did. That's sort of.
Totally. Yeah.
But so, have you seen these nightmares that show up like around me all the time? Are you like a protective stalker? Or a possessive stalker?
I feel at this juncture that it's more like this like fascination with you were talking about feeling sort of like very high of values and high of virtue, right? There's just a lot of hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like there's a big draw for this perceived like brightness, even if that's maybe incorrect.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Is that you're like compelling, and in contrast, Levi has a lot of is pissed off constantly about any number of things, all of them, right?
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, if you have any obvious problems, then I'll be trying to help, and you'll be like avoiding. Is that probably how this goes?
Yeah. Like if there's any direct approaches, I'm like gone.
Perfect.
Love it.
Cool. That's wonderful. Great. And is that is that all of Levi's backstory?
Yeah. Well, so that's the sum of the strings, and I think the only thing that I would add, what was I thinking about? I had some. Oh, only other thing that I was thinking about is that in regards to like social context is that Levi has two very parents who are very busy being employees and like climbing a social ladder, having come. I feel like there's this a lot of pressure to be successful, having recently come out of some state of comparative poverty, and so there's some recent success in that family economically.
Cool.
And the end.
Awesome. So they're like stressed out, working, and kind of not around, basically.
Totally. That's my imagining. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Fantastic. So great. What are Amelia's backstory strings that she has to give out?
So someone is thinking about taking something from me. So I'll discuss with someone and decide what it is, and we'll gain a string on each other. So I was thinking, Ian, if you're interested, that the cuckoo might be thinking about taking my destiny from me, and I might be really like actually thinking about voluntarily giving that up, even though I have this feeling that will mean hope is lost, but it will be sort of like your problem. And so like that's obviously not the thing that like she thinks she ought to do, but she has this like desire from the crushing weight of responsibility to get that off, and the cuckoo might be like, yeah, destiny, I can steal that, and destinies are cool. So what do you think?
I think I like that, and that kind of can go with the whole dropped in the basket, feel like I'm supposed to be some magical orphan, but I haven't actually gotten anything magical happening directly to me, so I feel like I want to fulfill this prophecy that I should have, that I don't.
So you'll just take you'll take Amelia's. Oh, that's so good, April.
So I feel like we're at the point where like we're feeling this out, but it's not at the point where I've sort of been like, no, I'm not going to give it up, so you need to take it. But I'm dealing with the like, do I want to give it up? And maybe you're getting impatient with me not doing that as fast as you like.
Cool.
Cool. So we each get a string on each other.
So wait, I heard someone say date, but are those two characters dating? Was that the implied relationship there?
I said that I was merely jesting when we were talking about like this back and forth on giving things up, not to be transactional.
Cool.
I didn't mean it that way, but You
Think
know,
about it.
maybe it looks that way. Maybe it
Maybe
looks that way. I don't know.
I think I like that it looks that way, but it's not that way. I think
Yeah.
Mhm.
so because that can cause problems for Levi because Levi misconstrues me as a competitor for affection.
Sure, sure.
Yes,
This is okay. This is
I
gonna be
love that.
good because um.
I've already got
So
a love
you
triangle. All
so
right.
you two are both sort of ruled out as my other backstory, which is someone's in love with you and has told you about their feelings.
Heck yeah.
TT?
So I guess it's TT. Are you okay with that?
That would be
Colin? How do
really
you feel
weird.
about
What? And then like you put your heart away. I'm like, what happened?
But yeah, I'm willing to run with it.
Well, I'm
Sure.
feeling you're
why is it
enthusiastic
weird?
about it.
It's weird because so my first thought about my character was I mean, she's raised Mormon, so she's raised with like, heteronormative standards, and I was totally willing to like completely break those standards mid game, but starting in game it was a little weird for me because I kind of wanted to role play out that potential breaking of that. Rather than having it that I expressed my heart. But I'm totally willing to say it if I express my heart in this really confusing manner. Because it works with one of my backstory items, which was to ask someone on a date recently. So
Okay.
I'm totally willing to do it where like I did, and like you understood of like, are they expressing their love? And I'm just, and like at the same time it's like I'm like I am, but I don't know that's what I'm doing, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I love that actually. Plus, like a virgin in whose lap I can lay my head is a
Yeah, like
nice
you,
thing for a
like your
unicorn.
character, right? Exactly. Like your character, like probably has said something about like the magicalness of virginity, and I'm just like, oh yes, like you're less, or something. I don't know what you would do, like, or like I don't know. You would just radiate this like, you would probably radiate this like sense of like the magicalness of like prophecy and virginity, which would probably attract my character from like some of the Mormon aspect and whatnot. That's my
Yeah.
thought.
Well, I'm not really sure how Amelia relates to virginity. Is it just like unicorn catnip, or um, so like my sheet asks me to define virginity.
I know. Kind of.
All right.
Unicorn catnip is going to be the quote of this game.
All right.
All right.
I like it.
Let's go with that.
We'll go with unicorn catnip, and like
But
you kept
it's
saying
absolutely
things to
not
me.
like it's absolutely not a moral judgment, and like Amelia
Right.
thinks it's bullshit. Society is like it has this moral dimension, and they don't even get it right. They don't know what like
Yeah.
magic.
I'd probably say like my character's a little entranced by you because like she's super conservative, but like you just like whatever and just kind of like blue hair or whatever, and like my character's a little, and she's like starting to question this whole thing. So yeah, I think she blurted out like how much she thinks you're fabulous or something like that in this way of like, is she coming on to me? But I'm not. I don't know I'm coming on to you, but
This
it
really
totally
is
seems that way.
Great.
Yeah, and maybe I asked you out to like go see some like really like some like G-rated movie.
the latest Disney flick.
Yeah, I invited you out to go see the latest Disney flick. Yeah.
That's
Amazing.
lovely.
The
I
last
love
There you
this
go.
relationship.
All right, I'm in. That sounds great. So I'm getting 2 strings on TT,
Cool.
Great.
and
It's
that's
it's IT it's a TT. It's ITITI. Just so
Okay.
you know.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's
Can you
TT.
spell it again?
ITITI. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly in the Samoan, but that's the TT. It's probably what everyone will say.
Cool.
Sure.
Samoans, we're sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm totally bastardizing how to pronounce the I's and T's, but doing my best.
Cool. Cool. So are those all of Amelia's strings?
yeah, that's everything.
Just those dramatic things. No big deal.
Minor.
Just completing the set of love triangle. Fun.
That's awesome. So many flying V's. Hell yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I want to be there for everybody. I don't want to let anybody down.
Oh, boundary maintenance, go.
Yeah. Complicated. Very cool. So, what are ITT's background string?
So
string
I,
stories?
I I have a list of 4 and I picked 2, and obviously I've already picked the one which I've asked someone to go out on a date, and they gained a string on me. So Amelia gains a string on me,
Yeah, cool.
and I asked you to go out to the latest Disney flick. Um, did you go out with me to this Disney flick, or did you
Yeah.
just? Okay, all right.
No, well, let's see. Let me think about how I feel about that.
I mean, maybe
I,
you said like gave me a rain check or something. That's an option too. It's up to you.
no, I
Or
think
maybe
I think I would go.
it could be a thing
Uh,
that happens in the future, maybe too. We could just leave it up in the air.
well, sure. Oh, yeah. Let's have a date scheduled. Yeah.
Sounds good. That's
Gorgeous.
much better. So
Right.
is the date
Right.
scheduled next Friday or something? Whatever. We'll figure it out. And so, and I'm gonna pick this other one, which is uh, someone's been bullying me. Give them a string. So Levi or Robin, who's more of the bullying type?
Well,
Like, so I came in, like, I totally, like, sat down at one of the desks in school, and it just broke under me. Like, who, like, mocked the shit out of me?
I, kind of, because I have to give somebody. I've stolen an outfit from somebody, and I kind of feel like I want to stuff it stolen from the giant, just because I
All
want
right,
like this
so,
giant thing fascinating
yeah,
with it.
so
Feel like it'd
Robin
be
mocked me. I like it.
because Levi would not
So,
necessarily be
So
inclined to mock you so much as hurt you.
yeah.
yeah, so I mock you because I'm secretly jealous that I feel like you also have a big identity, so to speak.
Cool.
And I will also not be calling. I will be calling you Naffy. I've decided. Is
Daffy. Rather than ATD? Great.
Wait, I don't follow the NAFB thing.
Because my real first name is Nafanua.
Oh, okay. So Naffy is like just kind of like making fun of your real name,
Yep.
or is it a nice nickname?
And
Is it mean?
it's pejorative.
Okay.
It's just like no one else calls me that, so it's a little just wrong to me, you know.
Yeah,
No one
it's not.
calls me that. Everyone calls me TT.
It's disrespect by a name that they're not going by.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Cool. All right.
I like it. So I gain a string on Robin for that.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Cool. All right. And Robin, what are your strings?
Yeah, so I kind of already hinted at one of the strings. So, as part of trying to taunt them, I've stolen what I don't know. What should I have stolen from Nappy?
Let's say you like. Oh, I totally know because this actually totally happened to me in junior high school. So, in junior high school, I was like we had like a wrestling class, and I came out and my sneakers were stolen, and I never found them again. And so I had to like go to the principal's office to call my parents to like bring me shoes. It was really terrible. So that's totally and like I have giant shoes, like. You know, so TT has giant shoes. No, you can totally laugh at it. It's great. Like so, yeah. You stole my shoes. That
Or is it like
totally
just one shoe? Because then you have one useless shoe.
Yeah, no, I stole one shoe. I just stole one shoe. I stole your
Great.
left.
You
I
stole
stole
one of
your
my
left.
shoes. Sounds good. Yeah, they're like these huge sneakers. And you stole them.
I'm glad that we're already bringing the real junior high school experiences in.
Very
Oh,
healthy.
goodness.
Yeah, just having some bleed in between our characters and ourselves. It's good. It's
Never, never.
good.
They were a
Cool.
really nice, they were a really great pair of airwalks too. It was really sad to see them go.
Oh, goodness. All right,
Cool.
so
And Ian, is that okay?
that was one. That was the one aspect, and the other aspect,
Mm.
tying back into my relationship with Amy, that Robin, someone gave me an outfit so that I could impersonate them, and obviously why is a little obvious in terms of the hesitation, but still towards the plan of assuming the identity of the unicorn.
Yeah, that'd be great. It would be like, would this even work? I mean, like, I'm tempted, but maybe it just won't work at all, and then I don't have to make a hard moral choice,
So-
and then it worked, so shoot.
What kind of outfit is it that I have of yours?
Um, so, okay, so it's like a whole outfit. I'm thinking like I don't know, what would be distinctive?
Well, you said you're like punk, right? Like fake punk.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, some kind of white PVC vest or something, or like I'm trying to
Sure.
think of.
It's sure.
Bracelets, weird punk belts.
I like the vest. I see like a white vest is a thing that a wannabe punk unicorn would wear. So, and it's got like a back panel pinned on it with safety pins. That's just like an upraised fist on like a blue t-shirt fabric.
Yeah,
All
nice.
right, cool. And as a result of that, I gain a string on you and you gain a string on me. So now we have 2 strings with each other.
Yeah, we'll be
Awesome.
friends.
The best of friends. All right, cool. So that's all Robin's strings. And the final thing we do before we start playing is, well, I lied. There's 2 more things. But the next thing is highlighting stats. So basically, we'll just go around one more time, and whoever has the highest strings who has the highest strings on Andy's character, or the most strings with Andy, or Levi.
Is everyone at 1?
Yeah, everyone's at 1. You gave us all a string, and
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So maybe you can, as a group, decide what stat you'd like to see highlighted on Andy's sheet. So that'll kind of encourage, by highlighting stats, we're encouraging those players to roll those particular stats this session. So do you want to see Levi be hot, cold, volatile, or dark? I know, it's hard.
I think I want to go for hot for Levi.
Rad.
I'm in.
Yeah, let's go with hot.
I like the sexy violence of the werewolf. So pushing the sexy part of the werewolf is pretty good.
Awesome. I'm going to go with volatile, so you can highlight both of those stats. So by highlighting, you're basically coloring in that funny little dot next to the stat. Cool. So who has the highest amount of strings with Amelia?
I have 2.
2, also 2. So it's another tie. Which decide among yourselves. So which one would you like to see highlighted? Hot, cold, volatile, or dark?
I want to see a cold unicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Cool. I'm gonna say hot.
Fine. Yeah.
All right. I see hot unicorn.
Hot and cold. Which one is she? Is she hot or cold?
Yes.
Cool. Who has the most with ITT?
I have 3.
That's
Nice.
the most.
That's about as much as you can get.
Think you're winning.
So I want to see ITT's volatile.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'll happen.
Hulk Smith.
I'm gonna say dark.
All right, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And then, or maybe hot. I don't know. Would you rather have hot?
I'm just gonna leave it up to you because I
Yeah.
think it's more interesting. I don't want to have a choice. It's more
Cool.
interesting than
Well
a choice.
With your hidey place and your heart that you can remove, it's
Yeah, totally.
I like dark.
kind of weird. Yeah. And then Robin. Who has the most with Robin?
Uh,
2. Yeah. I think it's Amelia.
Yeah.
How about? Ooh. I think dark too, because you're trying to seek your weird magic destiny. So I want to see your dark
Borrowed destiny?
magic. Or yeah,
What
Cool.
is my destiny?
What is your destiny? Your special destiny. And I'm gonna say hot.
Okay.
Awesome.
Lots of hotness. All right. So all of your stats are highlighted. So basically the way that works, whenever you roll a stat that is highlighted, you mark down an experience point. If you get 5 experience points, you advance and you get to choose new powers. That's more or less the mechanics of the game. Also, your strings allow you to do certain things, which are on the basic move sheet, which you all have, I'm pretty sure. And it's the Crabby one that I sent.
Yeah.
Cool. So on the bottom of that, you can see kind of like it says pulling strings. So you can spin a string to offer experience, to do what you want, give them a condition, make them hold steady, cause them to falter, add 1 harm to the harm you're inflicting on them already, or add 1 to your roll against them. So those are what like your relationships can kind of get you. They're kind of like emotional leverage and connections and knowledge about the other players or other characters, not players, obviously, that are in play. I know all of your secrets in real life now. So that's kind of what the strings do. And now you've got all your highlighted stats. So I think that is pretty much the last character thing we can do. You're all in high school, so one more thing I'm going to ask from all of you as players is one location around the high school that's like a special location, that isn't like a classroom or like something that's already structurally in the high school, but something maybe from your high school growing up, or like a cool location you'd like kind of like to see come up in the game, it could be like a secret staircase, or an attic that people just don't go to anymore in the West Wing, or like something like that. So, Andy, are you ready with something, perhaps?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. All in the theater, all the up above with the rigging where all the lights are at.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call like that. Like I can't even find the right word. Not boardwalk, but
Catwalks.
thank you.
Yeah. The catwalk in the theater. All right, April.
So behind the high school, behind the parking lot, there's a chain link fence, and it's like down in a couple places. It's not in great repair, and there's a stream in the woods, really just right next to the grounds, but behind some trees. So you can go there to like make out, smoke some pot, enjoy nature if that's your thing, and it is. So the stream behind the school.
Awesome. You got to make out stream. Colin, what's the location you think of?
So in the center of the school, extrapolating a bit of my own school, the center of the school, like kind of outside the cafeteria, there's this great little kind of like garden atrium, but all the doors are locked and students are never allowed out there. But it's always just like, that would be great to go to, but not allowed.
Cool. I'm sure that won't stop all of you monsters. All right. Awesome. That's great. I love those. I've seen those in a lot of high schools. Like, what's the deal with that? Let's have this beautiful place nobody can go to.
No touching.
13.
Yeah, exactly. And then Ian, what is your place?
Um, by accident, one time they discovered in the library that who knows why, but there's like a supply closet that's hidden behind one of the bookshelves. That just has a bunch that's like that they go to like when they want to like chill and away from everyone else.
Cool. Fly closet in the library. Those are great. All right, awesome. Um, cool. So, if everyone's ready, let's start playing. Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. So yeah. So it is. I don't know. It's Friday because it's Friday in real life, and you're in a, I don't know, you all are on the West Coast, but maybe with some kind of nondescript town, American town. I don't know what that would look like. We've already got a stream. Should we be in the Pacific Northwest?
Sure.
Is that fitting with some of our characters?
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Cool. All right. So somewhere in the nondescript Pacific Northwest, there's like mountains in the distance and beautiful forests that kind of surround your little town. And this morning there's a heavy fog, so you can't really see too much in the distance. A few buildings in the downtown area, but the tops of them are obscured by this deep fog, and it's ridiculously early in the morning because high school starts at like 7 or something stupid. So it's like 5 a.m. I don't know. It's terrible, and you can see out your window that it's like foggy and rainy, and it's midsummer, so it is hot. And
This day is gonna suck.
yeah, it's gonna be wonderful. It's Friday, it's last day of the week. But something feels a little off. It's like the fog is like a little ominous. And Andy,
Yeah.
when Levi wakes up in the morning, like what's Levi's bedroom look like? Like what are they doing to get ready? What's she doing to get ready for school? And what does she do? Like what does she do before she heads to school?
I feel like there's a whole lot of pulling the covers over her head, right? Maybe like turning some music on and still like going back to sleep for a time, even though it's not working. It never works. And eventually like getting up and being cranky and looking at all of wherever she threw her backpack with her stuff. And maybe some of it's actually out on a table. And maybe she worked on some stuff because there's like stupid homework. Who cares? Whatever. But like that one book was kind of interesting. And so like stuffing that into a bag half-heartedly and like I'm putting on pulling a lot of clothes out of her sister's closet, which she has been doing, which involves like really like lean-fitting jeans and like crappy band T-shirts that no one's heard of, and maybe it's been washed, and maybe it gets pulled up off the floor and leave as soon as possible to avoid, adults who may or may not already be gone, and like walk really slowly to work.
Yeah, they're totally gone. You get downstairs and there's like a note by the coffee maker. Like they think you're an adult and they like left you some coffee.
Heck yeah.
And just says, "Have a great day at work," or "Have a great day at school, honey." XOXO, mom and dad. So and then Levi walks to school.
I think that's great, and like we'll actually like take some crappy like number one mom, number one dad mug of terrible burnt black coffee and pretend to like it.
Oh yeah, it's totally burnt. But they made it with their hearts, right? They made it for you. It was there.
It means it tastes terrible.
Yeah. It was not as great as the way your sister made coffee. You reminisce on the walk to school.
Yeah, and like just sort of increasingly pissed off about how inept these my parents are, right? Grumpy and drink this coffee and pretend to like it because I'm very cool.
Totally. Cool. So you're on the way to school. Amelia, what do you do before you head to classes? What are you wearing today? What does your bedroom look like?
Yeah. So bedroom is white. There's a David Bowie poster above the bed, sort of like frilly lines, a whole bunch of like texts on the phone from her like crappy friends who like share their problems with her, and so she like starts her day eating her like oats and like a kale smoothie and like texting with people before. So she's got like a bikini kill tank top on under her vegan leather punk jacket, and sort of like shredded black pants, and some time getting the hair out of her face. Like she wakes up with the hair like all over her face. So that's step one.
Yeah.
And then yeah, she totally will walk to school too, and so she lives sort of like down this like dead end road in the woods in like relatively rustic cabin. She has like very poor reception, but she still like eat the texts through. And so she like walks through the woods on the way to school.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
Her friend Eris is like texting her nonstop, like, I'm really stressed out. I really want to ask, Tommy to this party tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. He's been ignoring me all week, blah, blah, blah. And, like, you're just, like, tired of hearing this story. You've heard it probably 100 times. And she just won't do it. She, like, won't talk to this Tommy kid. And this Tommy kid's kind of a jerk.
Mm-hmm. So that's really okay, but that's really okay. But I definitely am like looking at texting like on the walk to work when I would rather be like looking at the birds and stuff.
Just gotcha.
Sort of give her comforting non-committal. You're great. Responses. Yeah.
She seems to really appreciate that. She sends you lots of heart emojis. Cool. So I teased you. What do you do before school? What are you wearing today?
I wear pretty much what I wear every day, just really kind of drab athletic gear, and I wake up actually fairly early, and my parents are there, and we all have breakfast together every morning, and they cook a big pile of like eggs and stuff because I eat a lot. And we do our morning prayers, and then I head off to school. I used to take the bus, but I'm kind of just a little too big for most of the seats, and I get teased too much for that, so I walk these days. And also walking allows me to kind of like go through the woods a little bit and like, check on my cave, or at least like walk past it in the distance, just because it makes me feel safe. So that's
cool.
What I do.
All right, awesome. Is the environment with your parents before you leave is it tense? Because I can't remember your parent situation. Like one of them
parents,
was.
They're both Mormon.
Yeah.
They met when they were missionaries, and then afterwards, they they kind of like met. They actually didn't meet when they were missionaries. They're missionaries, and then later they met at at Brigham Young University, and she ended up not being able to have kids, which is kind of big in Mormon society. So they decided to adopt from Samoa, and that's what they did. And so they only have one kid, so they shower that kid with affection. So they shower me with affection as possible.
So
and it's
overly affectionate.
A little overly and also like really wanting me to like really embrace Mormonism. So and I kind of have, but definitely now as I'm getting into like teenage years, I'm like it's becoming too much. When I was like younger, I was like, yay, they love me, and yay, Jesus. And now it's a little bit like, yay, Jesus. I'm not sure, you know.
If I say this, will you leave me alone?
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually another reason why I like stopped taking the bus. It's like I'd rather walk because that allows me to leave a little bit earlier.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're like religious helicopter-y parents.
Yeah, they
Like,
would like be there. They like my mother would come out like when I got on the bus. And like, okay, I'm done. So yeah,
stop doing that, Mom. I'm in high school now.
yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Awesome. So you were also walking, and Robin, what's your bedroom look like? What are you wearing today? That's a very important question for your character. What you're wearing
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that's true. What I'm wearing today is very important. So Robin kind of just wakes up and is like, "Fuck," because they overslept, and it's like 8 o'clock, or already, or I guess well 7:30.
Yeah,
And
7:30.
and at that point, just kind of being like, because like their parents had already left for work, and just they're busy people. Just was like, and relatively on hands off kind of parents. The room has a lot of a lot of movie posters of like old school movies, and likes to do a lot like this, likes to make fun of them, like the snarky Mystery Science Theater 3000 kind of deal. So it has a bunch of those kind of retro kind of movies, like Plan 9 from Outer Space kind of stuff.
Cool.
And yeah, and then just a bunch of other stuff where it's like sarcastic affection, not wanting to actually give off their real self.
Sure.
And then they still like being like, well, if I'm already late, I might as well enjoy my morning. And takes some time to pull out the outfit of Amy's that they have, and just puts it on, like looks at themselves in the mirror and is like, I think I could work this vest. Maybe yeah, no, yeah, you're looking pretty good in the mirror. And then after doing that for a couple minutes, decides to not that they're not comfortable taking that outfit, but they put that in the bag, and then they put on their normal leather jacket and get on there. They have they feel really cool because they have like a moped, like one of those mopeds, like
Yeah.
one of the gas ones. It's like
Mhm.
really really noisy, like like because they're like, I'm here. I don't know who I am, but I am here.
Oh my gosh, you have a ride though, so like Robin is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the great tragedy of Robin is they're already really cool, but they don't know it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. It's so sad.
I believe in you, though. You don't know that.
All things in time.
Cool. So let's rewind a little bit then. Since Robin's the last one to get to school, it seems like a lot of you might meet in the woods on the way because you're all walking there. So Amelia and ITT, you both specifically said you walk through the woods. And I know that Levi's been following Amelia around, so maybe Levi's like keeping 10 yards back or whatever is
Sure.
appropriate.
Right, there's
appropriate
this
distance.
like brief like, should I I'm so embarrassed. Like, fine, yes, I can't resist. Right, to taking the long way, which is just happens to maybe
Sure.
if I drag my feet enough.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, you're dragging your feet, right? Hey, that's the whole point of this. So Amelia and ITT, you be in the woods on the way, and maybe it's before you hit your cave, or like whatever you think is dramatically appropriate.
We'll say like it's really like I was kind of starting to veer off towards my cave and then saw it, and like I was kind of looking at it and I kind of looked away, like it didn't want to draw attention to it.
Subtle.
And I see Levi and kind of like
Amelia, you mean?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I see Amelia. That's right. It's Amelia I'm seeing. So I see Amelia, and kind of like I asked her. Let's say I asked her out like yesterday. We'll say, and I'm a little like, hi Amelia.
Right, and meanwhile, I was just like on my phone being like, "Oh my God, Arius, we're serious!" Like muttering that to myself, and then like I noticed that you're there, and I'm like, "Oh no, I probably shouldn't have been like."
And I kind of walk a little hunched over, like I'm trying to be short, but it never works,
Mhm.
And like, hi,
Oh hey, TT.
hi,
Morning.
morning. Um, are you excited to see the movie? I am.
Yeah, I mean, I used to love those movies when I was a kid.
Yeah, they're still good though. Yeah, uh, come up with like a name for the movie. We'll we'll say it's
Little fish or something.
Oh no, let's play with
It's the
like
big friendly giant, obviously.
yes, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of the name of it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's not a Disney movie, but it's G-rated. Yeah, the Big Friendly Giant. It looks really good. Like it's kind of fun. I was, it's like I'm looking forward to it. Do you want to say like we're going to go to it this weekend? Just kind of like
Yeah, that's perfect. It's Friday. I mean,
yeah, so
yeah,
Saturday. We'll say.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Are we
so I was
going
like I'm
Saturday
looking
night,
forward.
or do you get like a matinee?
Oh, I think probably matinee with my character. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So yeah. Yeah. I'm looking
yeah,
forward to it tomorrow. It'll be great.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you walking to school right now? Is that what? Yeah. You're walking to
Yeah.
school?
I walk
Mind if I
every day.
walk with you?
Oh no, please.
Okay, that'd be great.
Are you two still like standing there, or did you actually like start walking?
I think we're kind of like still kind of walking, but walked a little
Yeah,
slower.
Okay.
yeah, we're walking
I
along.
like I kind of like walk a little bit faster, like over next to you, and it's kind of like standing a little little close, but and a little awkwardly, and then walking along.
So were you trying to turn Amelia on by any chance? Or are you not there yet? Or the other way around? Like were one of you being like awkwardly flirtatious with the other? Maybe. Is that could be presumptuous. No is an okay answer.
Um, I like. I'll say I would say yeah. It's kind of like my character is like unknowingly maybe trying to turn on in this way because I'm trying to like this is gonna be great. We're gonna have a lot of fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
don't really
I'm
know I'm
excited
doing
to do
it. Yeah. Which is great. I've got a -1 hot. This will be wonderful.
it. Roll that 2d6.
Yeah. I got a 6. So okay.
Awesome.
Cool. When you add in your -1.
Yes.
All right,
Or
awesome. So
7,
that's a failure.
6. Yeah. So you get to make a move.
Yes, I do. Let me look at my list of hard moves here. Let's see. I'm not supposed to say what I'm doing out loud, but maybe it'd be fun. Yeah. So the fog thickens as you're walking a little bit through the woods, or just at that moment because you're still talking. You're not walking yet. And your cave that you were looking at a few minutes ago is no longer visible. In fact, it's so thick that you can barely see 5 feet in any direction.
So
Cozy.
I can't see my cave right now. They kind of vanished in the mist. You're saying?
Yeah, that's pretty unusual. It's your safe place. Where did it go?
Yeah. So I'd be really divided. Like I like as we're walking, I suddenly kind of like stop, and you like start walking ahead, like, and I'm just kind of like look back, and I'm kind of like looking back and forth, and then I kind of just then stop looking back and forth.
Yeah, I don't move away from you. If you stop moving, then I like come back and will take your hand and be like,
Aw,
we shouldn't split up. It's really foggy.
it is really foggy. Okay, I'm just like, okay, and I like have your hand, and I'm just like, and like kind of glancing back, but like now I'm totally like, like you have my hand, and that just seems to be leading me like completely, and I keep going.
Yeah.
So is Amelia trying to turn someone on right now?
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
Do you think so? I
It's
think
totally up to
she
you.
might.
It's
I
only
think she might turn the person on, but she's not trying to.
Cool,
okay.
cool.
I think that's less of a move then.
Yeah,
Probably.
I mean,
Up to you.
you can. It can be unintentional on the character's part, but intentional
Yeah.
on the player's part.
Sure.
Mhm.
All right. I'll take responsibility.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a 9.
Cool.
Yeah.
So on a 9, that's a success. Well,
Yeah.
on a 7 and 9, Colin will choose one of those options. You can
Choose.
lie to impress you, take on a problem they think you have, or gain the condition distracted.
How do you gain the condition distracted? I like that.
Cool. Yeah, because you are. I mean, like, you're in this fog. You don't know where your cave went. Here's this beautiful unicorn. He's, like, whisking you away. So, like...
Right, and I'm and, like, I have these, like, weird, warm feelings that, like, shouldn't be happening with this she unicorn thing. So I'm really distracted, confused. Great.
Emo corn.
Yeah. I think Amelia's relatively, oblivious about that, but you're
Yeah.
just really friendly, and you seem like you need a friend, and yeah, I'll go to the movie with you, and
Sounds good.
also like a little bit nervous about the like foggy weird wood situation, so like very happy to have you along.
Cool. So the fog is weird too, and Levi, like, can you still see them? Do you need to like smell them out or something? Like, where did they go?
I have this hunch that I was trailing far too conservatively, and so they're actually I can hear them,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm gonna resolutely sort of be all grumpy about this being stupid and dumb, and it's early and everything's awful, and they're having fun together, which is gross.
Cool.
And kind of, maybe walking faster than I intend to, and like coffee, like face kind of buried in this coffee mug, number one dad or whatever. And I would love to end up like walking into the back of Ititi. Like
Okay.
that would like just as a like, how do you feel about me interrupting y'all's?
Just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not how I feel about it.
Hey, you're real bummed. Cool. So I feel like there's this like really hard, and like I imagine you don't move. Just a hunch, right?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, it's not like. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna yelp and jump in the air and turn around because we just got bumped by something from
Right.
the fog.
Something
Yeah.
terrible came out of the fog.
I'm hiding behind a
I like
TT.
kind of like bump, and I kind of see, and I turn around, and I'm like,
Hi. Good morning.
what
It's
what are
that
you
way.
doing? Like, what?
Going to school.
Yeah, like take your own route. I'm trying to shut you down.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm distracted
Oh.
by I'm just like I just want like I was like really happy and distracted and weird and but also on edge, so I'm just like take your own route.
Okay.
Shutting down the werewolf, no big deal.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fine. Everything's great.
I got
Such
a
a werewolf.
12.
Good, cool. All right, you do
What's that look
really
like?
well.
Yeah.
They lose a string on you, and then you choose one of those things. You can apologize, shut up and take it, or walk away. So I think, Andy, I think you choose one of those things.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll stare at you for a beat, and and walk past you two, like down the path rather hurriedly. Just no, like just stare at you for a beat and just look away, and then I'm out.
I'm sorry. It's okay. You just startled us. You don't have to. Oh.
Just shove your hand right, like your shoulder.
I'm just like, she walks on. I'm just like, she's so rude. Not like you. Well, let's walk to school. It's gonna be a great day.
It was. I think it was just an accident.
I don't think so.
Do you know if she's okay? It's been, I don't know. She's just seemed really distracted and like intense lately. You know?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really. I mean, all I know is she's just always a little rude, and I don't know. I mean, maybe she just needs to be right with God and a little bit more.
That'll help.
Maybe.
I mean,
we'll start walking along.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't think we're holding hands right now.
Okay.
Unless you, yeah.
If
you, yeah,
it's up to you. Like, I would still be kind of well, but you take your hand away, I'm not going to reach for it.
Oh yeah, when Levi bumped into you from behind, I jumped up and hid behind you, and then was like, "Oh, it's Levi," and
Right.
and did not sort of take your hand again after that.
Got it. That makes sense. I would kind of like go kind of try to reach your hand, but if you're like, I go to kind of like try to reach your hand, but really timidly.
Okay. I'm gonna be oblivious then.
Okay, sounds good. I kind of put my hand back.
I really loved all those hand descriptions. Thank you.
Great.
I'm sorry. Were there more? Did I interrupt them?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Cool. So so that's wonderful. So a walk in the woods to school, and so
Very refreshing.
yeah.
I need to take a quick bathroom break. So.
Cool.
Okay.
So should we just take like 5 minutes, real quick, right
good.
now, actually, as a group, and
Sure.
do that since we're about halfway through.
That's good.
All right. We'll be back in 5.
That was so an ice cream break.
I just realized I was muted. Yes, ice cream.
In the grand scheme of priorities.
Ice cream's a huge priority in life. But...
Oh, excellent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is probably as warm as it's gonna get here, like both the day and just in general summer-wise, because it's oh woe is me, like near 90, and it is hot, and so ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah. Sounds legit.
Yeah.
I would like to live that life.
Mhm.
It's 90 degrees here too. It's like super hot actually, and thunderstorms all this week, which is really beautiful.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I was just on the East Coast for a while, where it was like high 90s and humid and nasty, and then back to San Francisco, where it's never warm. It's never warmer than 80 degrees, like instant autumn.
That's pretty lovely.
Could get behind that.
Well, October is a really nice time to be in the Bay Area, so Big Bad Con will be a good time of year to be here.
Awesome.
True story. Cool. So I think we're all back. Shall we resume?
Let's do it.
All right. So you get to school. Nothing terrible happens, and
Yet.
or more terrible than it already has. Oh, and sorry, I thought I was getting some feedback for a second, but it disappeared. Levi, you get to the parking lot first, and just outside the high school, you know, last of the school buses that are kind of pulling away. People are cool kids are showing up in their cars.
Oh yeah.
Parking. Yeah, you can see, you know, all the popular kids kind of hanging out in one corner, around like some, you know, some hot car, like or where are they hanging out? They're hanging out like in there's like this porch kind of area, just like outside of the high school entrance. And, like everyone kind of congregate there before you have to go in. And you can see Jessica and Sam and Olivia and Madison, all the coolest fashionista girls, just kind of hanging out there, doing their thing. That's when Robin pulls up in their hot motor vehicle. But I don't know if does Robin look like Robin, like when they pull up, or does Robin look like Amelia? That's a Robin question. Oh, you're muted.
Oops, sorry. That's a good question. You know what? Let's make some trouble. I think I'm gonna.
Awesome.
I think I'm gonna come out. For some reason, Amy also has a motorbike. I don't know. That's just how Amy feels right now, or Robin Amy.
Right. So this is weird because you just saw Amy in the woods.
All right. I'm gonna kind of pause very briefly and stroll over to you intently. Robin is Amy. And I imagine you're like I hope you're wearing a helmet. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're too cool for that.
I feel like I am too cool for that.
Yeah. All right.
I would wear a helmet though.
Good.
Oh, you would wear.
That's
then I'm wearing a helmet. Then I'm wearing a helmet.
What the hell is the deal with your big friend there? And what the hell are you doing here now? What did you do with... You ditch her in the woods? What the hell's your problem? What's going on?
The big friend, she's just a loser. Like, there's not it's not that big of a deal. Like, you know, if I hang out with her, it's just because, like, you know, sometimes, like, you gotta like deal with like pity friends, you know, sometimes in order to like get going.
That's really shitty.
Yeah, you think it is, but you know, like you gotta keep up appearances sometimes.
By having pity friends. In the
Yeah.
woods just now.
Yeah, just now, definitely. Wait, you saw me just now?
I can't believe you. Well,
What's your problem? Why do you care? I mean, she's like this giant freak.
Oh my god.
I attempt to. Let's see. What would be?
I just
I'm
want to
gonna try-
stare at you in hard.
I'm gonna try and shut you down.
More of that, huh?
I love that the werewolf isn't even doing anything yet, and you're just shutting me down.
Fine, let's do it.
6.
No.
Cool.
What does that look
Or no,
like?
7 actually. Sorry, a 7. But
Oh,
there's
that's
6
different.
plus 1 is 7.
Okay, because you added your cold, right?
Yeah, I forgot to add the cold, but with the cold that would be 7.
Cool. So, so that's a success. And then,
So you get a string, right?
you gain a string.
No. No, that's for 10. My bad.
On a 7 to 9, I come off as a jerk.
No joke, you say. I get a string on you.
You get a string on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Robin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. No,
So,
not on Amy.
so do one of those things. You know, do one of the things above, except you come off as a jerk. So, yeah. I guess you're apologizing, shutting up and taking it, or walking away. That doesn't make sense. Because Andy wouldn't come off as a jerk here. I think it would be Robin.
It's the other way around, yeah.
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 So
So
I get to pick from these lovely details, which
Yep.
I will stutter. Oh, you really, I'm sorry. I thought maybe we could hang out. And I'm gone. Like turn on my heels and like I'm out. I'm going to flee the premises.
Why would she want to hang out with her?
so that's your jerk response.
I thought it was Robin as Amy that came off as a jerk, which you successfully did, in my opinion.
Oh, I see.
Do I understand that clearly?
Yeah, this is just me thinking to myself. Maybe that comes out. Maybe that accidentally comes out. Maybe it doesn't.
It's
Yeah.
alright, I'm gone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how to read the rules there.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think
it's
like
okay.
doesn't the cuckoo like has special power that the strings go on the other person, but you don't have that one, right?
No, I do not have that one.
Yeah. So I think from a role playing, it sounds like my character would still come off as a jerk to you, but you can't spend the string on my character for that.
Oh.
So.
Now you're already gone. That's too late. I was gonna try to spread some gossip, but I'll have to do that at another point.
I mean, you could go proceed to spread gossip right now to someone else, but that's okay. Oh, you mean to Andy's character?
Yeah. Andy's gone, or not Andy.
Levi.
Levi is gone by this point, but.
Yeah. So Levi, you head towards class, and Jessica stops you.
Oh, goody.
She's definitely the queen of the bunch. She has this like beautiful long blonde hair, and she is
probably showered this morning.
Yeah, she definitely showered. She smells really nice. You can smell like her expensive perfume.
That's nice. I mean, it kind of actually is.
Yeah, she and her crew, her popular little crew, are kind of like You know, they're like they dress really well. They're like fashionistas, but like in this really
Mhm.
conservative, obnoxious way.
Ugh.
And you know, just lots of like
Is it like J. Crew and like Banana
yeah,
Republic and like high-end like cashmere and that kind of thing?
totally, yeah, totally. But
Yeah, like
they've
it's
also
very.
got
Mhm.
yeah, but it's not like it's not cool. It's like yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah. You're following, and so she also has a very prominent, expensive looking gold cross around her neck.
Adorable.
And yeah, she smiles at you. She's like, "Hey, Levi, what are you doing tonight?" And kind of like gets in your way. Like, doesn't let you head on to wherever you were going.
Ugh. I'm sure I've got really great plans. How about you?
That sounds like you have no plans. So I think that you should come to my party instead. And she hands you a little flyer. And the flyer is like some religious bullshit. That's like this young Christian party, basically.
Fine.
And she's like, it's all about, you know, Jesus, and you know that I love you and care about your soul. And so I think that you should come and have a good time at my house tonight. And, you know, there'll be some cool music and stuff. I got a live band. You seem like you are going to say yes. That looks like a yes on your face. We're all going to be there. She points to a shorter girl who's standing next to her, Sam, who kind of looks a little more androgynous, but still cool. Still
Very
like
legit.
that's preppy cool.
Hmm.
And is kind of looking up at Jessica with like these big eyes. And you know, her two other ladies, Olivia and Madison, just kind of like roll up next to her.
I'm
They're
sure
all
it'll be great. I'll let you know when I get there.
You have to come. Tell your friends too. They're all welcome. You know that I care a lot about all four of you, as much as I care about the theater kids and the art kids. And I want you all to be at my house and having a good time.
With Jesus. Right. Okay. Definitely.
Yeah, but Jesus like in a cool way.
The new hip Jesus, not the old cranky morbid Jesus.
Okay, cool. So I'll see you there.
Yeah. Bye. Thanks. Yeah. I'm just gonna sidle away as quickly, slowly as I can.
As quickly, slowly.
Don't hit anybody. Don't hit anybody. It's not nice. That's not how you say no.
You didn't. You're walking away, and they're like, we think that I think that your sister would be there, you know, if she was still around.
Whoever said that, I deck.
That was Jessica.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So it sounds like you're lashing out physically.
I don't know. That seems, yeah, like that. That sounds great. All right, so I manage a 5 plus a 1 with volatile, so 6.
That's a 6. That's not good.
That's damned unfortunate. Some more failure. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Instead of hitting Jessica, you hit Sam, who is right next to her.
Fuck.
Who, you know, for all intents and purposes, didn't really say anything
No.
untoward. You just right in the face, just like punch her right in the face, and she I don't know, what is she? She probably like falls to the ground and like holds her head.
Yeah.
Right.
I will just start cussing and I'll kick her. I'll kick Sam because I'm pissed.
You're gonna kick her too?
Yeah, well, I'm just like, fuck! Can't do it, like, fuck!
Oh my gosh.
And, like, that's just, I don't need to do any more harm to anybody or even Fane, but, and then I'm Yeah, and then kick her and cuss and like glare at Jessica because this is Jessica's fault. This is definitely Jessica's fault. Don't talk
Cool.
about my sister. You don't fucking know her. And I'm out.
That's your mode. It sounds like you're trying to. It sounds like you're trying to run away, actually, from this confrontation.
That would
So
be
you
really
can roll
nice.
the dice.
That'd be great. Can I please leave?
Yeah.
Can I please not do this?
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so if I'm gonna run away, 6, 7, 8, so a 9.
Cool. A 7 to 9, you run into something worse. You cause a big scene, or you leave something behind.
Well, since I don't care about that damn invitation, I didn't leave anything behind. I'm super into the idea of causing a big scene. Like that just, yeah, I love it.
Cool. So what do you do to cause a big scene? Like you're running away, but like, are you like?
I think I stopped to like scream about my sister and like rant and rave at Jessica, and maybe I like pull that cross off of her neck and like spit and stomp on it, and yeah, that sounds really great. And like kind of have like this meltdown.
This is all my fault for not reaching out to you when I saw that you were hurting.
Yeah.
Which I will definitely remedy once I hear about this.
Cool. I mean,
do we see this?
Yeah, this
I
is
hope
happening,
so.
and you're like as soon as the freak out starts, she's yelling about her sister. Like you all don't get the build up. You just see like the result of Levi freaking out. And you rip the necklace off of her neck, and she is shocked. Like, I don't know, she's never had that happen before, and
Really rude.
yeah, looks at you with big eyes, like kind of scared.
Good.
But kind of like protective of Sam too, like kind of like an arm over her, like stop hurting her.
I'll play that for what it's worth and sort of lunge.
Yeah.
I see
Levi
this,
get away?
I immediately, like, as we're like watching this, I reach out and totally grab Amelia's hand and like, I feel so bad for her. She doesn't have good parents who look after her, and if only she knew the power of the Lord, and didn't step on that cross.
Okay, I don't think that's going to help though. So I'm trying to pull away and go after Levi.
No, stop! I'm trying to like no, she you don't want to deal with her right now. I'm trying to grab you and make sure you don't go towards her.
So it sounds like you're trying to shut her down. Like, do you want to roll that?
I think it's a shut her down, like not make you like. I don't want you to leave.
If that's okay with Amelia.
Well, no, but do it.
Wait. Wait. So
Perfect.
So I think this is definitely a thing where size matters, because I have some big reach and
you're like
whatnot.
physically preventing Amelia from leaving. Is
All right.
that true?
So yes. So I roll 2d8, which could
Your
be
D8.
bad.
oh snap! 8.
No. But I
yes.
do end up essentially getting a 2 7s, so that's a 16. So.
Damn.
So, like, what happens?
Oh, wow.
So you get to choose. You get to choose whether you apologize, shut up and take it, or walk away. Walk away, I guess, doesn't really necessarily make sense in this regard, but it's up to you.
It can be contextualized to make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
You can walk in the other direction, I guess. You're not going towards her, so.
yeah. Well, no, I think. So what were the words that you used?
I said don't go to. I'm just like, don't go to her. She doesn't like. She.
Oh
They
yeah,
basically just don't go to her.
And you said something about the cross, and I'm like, I don't think that'll help. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I respect your faith, and and so I spend this time like comforting you
Oh,
instead of
that
going off.
Nice.
that really gets to me, and
Nice.
I give you a big hug. Like, I
Roll the
understand.
eights.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Gorgeous.
yeah. So,
Cool. So
I give you this big, like, kind of bear hug that's a little too much, and like, I'm bigger than you, so your face is like buried in my breasts.
Is this like laying my head in your lap, do you think? I don't feel like this is an integrity moment. This is the opposite, so I'm not going to...
All right, all right.
Yeah.
This is gorgeously awkward. Yeah.
cool.
I'm just feeling like shit because I'm like not there for Levi. I accidentally made you feel bad, and so that's just...
You're a terrible person.
You're a terrible unicorn.
Okay. So let's think.
So yes, Robin still looks like Amelia, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so was I also watching this scene as Amelia while Amelia was there?
Yes.
Yes.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. So, but maybe maybe they haven't noticed you yet because they just saw the scene, right? But you see them. So what do you do?
I panic and I run into the restroom and change.
Okay, cool. So it sounds like you're running away.
Sweet.
Yeah. Let's try and
Okay.
run away. Let's try and run away here. 3 and 3. That's a 6.
Can I?
And then,
Can I?
yep, 6. I'm gonna say, yeah, volatile. I have -1, so I have a 5.
Great, because I was about to spend a string to make you hold steady to
Heck yeah.
see if you would like accidentally tear off the vest or something, but maybe I don't need to.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, you head towards the bathroom, but you don't get very far because you're impeded by like the crowd a little bit because the bell rings and people are heading to class. And so you don't get inside, and real Amelia sees you.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Right to the punch.
All right. Well, I snort first of all and stamp the ground, and then stomp my way over, and say, Robin, what do you think you're doing?
Oh.
I just wanted to like be someone else for a bit, just feel out how it would feel to be, this.
So you still look like me right now.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to. I feel like this is a wave. There's a when someone expresses. Obviously, you suspect that it's not who you appear to be. So I think
Well, yeah.
magic's starting to.
I mean, I know exactly who you are, and I recognize my vest.
Mm-hmm.
So like, Robin, yeah, I've been thinking. I think maybe this isn't a good idea, and it's time for you to give the vest back.
No, it's a good idea. Like, don't you not want to like? Don't you not want that? Like, you seem to be really concerned about like the visions and stuff.
I care about you, Robin. I think this is not good for either of us. And this is what happens if you talk to someone and they think that you're me. I mean, that could be confusing.
So am I seeing like, so what is it that I see? Do I see this for myself? So I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do.
And also, I'm willing to spend a string to give you an XP to get my jacket back.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. So you see it, and yeah, I mean the XP compels you if you'd like to do that over to this scene in the distance. The two Amelias are having a conversation, and in the back of this crowd.
Like, I haven't come up yet. Like, I'm just wondering, do I see like? Because I know that like well, no, is it two Amelias? I thought you were looking like like me, or you're looking at Amelia? Oh, you're looking at Amelia. Never mind.
I was looking like a.
Got it. So I see like two Amelias talking. Okay, I'm terribly confused. All right, especially because I'm distracted. Yeah.
In Amelia.
I come like running up. I'm like, Amelia, do you have a twin?
Yes.
No. Are you lying now? You're lying wearing my face.
Oh.
No.
Give me back
Why are you lying about the fact that you have a twin sister?
Are you guys practicing for the next play?
No. I can.
Yes. Yeah, there's like
I let
There's
them.
a-
I'm not going to
we're
misgender
doing
you,
an-
even if you're wearing my face. I lent them my vest, and they won't give it back to me, and it's really.
no, we're practicing because we're doing like the Olsen twins, and like that movie, but it's like a play adaptation of that. That's
No.
what we're doing.
No, I'm stamping my foot. I'm talking over you. I'm going to shut you down. Just be like, that is not true. You're lying with my face for the third time. I invoke the rules of 3.
Yes.
Yeah,
Turn my vest.
at that point, I surrender the vest.
Gorgeous.
So what happens when you just do you just like suddenly look like you?
Yeah, I'd say let's just have it come off right now. That's really
All
awkward.
right.
You get an XP.
awkward.
I get an XP for that, but now I'm totally host.
And I think I took the moral high ground.
I think you just hear.
Yeah, I think so. I would agree.
Yeah.
And integrity.
Da da da.
So Integris.
I'm
So-
totally gonna use one of my strings on Robin here.
Cool. What are you gonna do?
So I like turn and I'm like, and like, you're not. I just like suddenly see like, you're not her twin. I don't know what you did, but it's witchcraft and it's ungodly, and you don't deserve to talk to any of us ever again. And I'm causing you to falter, hesitate, or freeze as we walk off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which one of those would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna kind of falter and go into like a rocking myself comatose state. So I'm like having a panic attack.
No, that's really sad.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
And I grab Amelia's hand. I'm like, come on, we're going.
Oh, I think she's.
Who am I? What's
I think
happening?
they're really. I think they're actually.
Destiny.
This is
What
real.
happened to Destiny? Destiny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
I'm
so
gonna
does-
go back. I'm going back.
You're going back?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like grab somebody's hand and be like, "Who am I? I need help."
Oh, Robin. All right. I sit, and I have like your head in my lap.
There we go. Do it.
And I'm like, Robin, you're you. You're one of
Who
the.
is me? I don't.
You're the snappy dresser with your own moped. Robin, you're always, looking to others to define you, but you have, plenty inside of you. You're enough, Robin. I might be unintentionally turning you on.
Yes, please.
roll that, turn
Again.
someone on, Amelia. So hot she can't contain it.
7.
Okay. Lie to impress you, take on a problem they think you have, or gain the condition distracted.
Alright. Let's see. What's the most interesting thing in this situation? Um, promise something they think you want.
So now you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
in the?
who does? Wait, hold on. Who
You
does turn
you do
someone
you
on?
choose that now. You do that.
Yeah.
You get to
Mm-hmm.
choose which of those you do, and then you do it.
So I
Mm-hmm.
have to I have to promise something. Let's see.
Right.
What can I promise here? Promise that I'll beat myself. No. Um.
I don't think you're wrong to say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, if that's what you think, right? Like, it's based on what you think, what Robin thinks Amelia wants.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll be me.
Great, Robin.
Whatever that is.
That's sad.
Another problem solved. Thanks.
Cool. So you're late to class, and Mrs. Stark comes over.
I left to class like because it's really hard for me not to be late to class. I kind of like
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't follow so.
So so ITT is the only one not late to class. Or actually, I think Levi headed in too. I don't know where Levi is, to be honest, or if Levi went to class.
I don't know if I went to class.
Well,
Seems unlikely.
you can think about that for a second. But while you're on the grass, you're sitting, and Robin's head is in your lap. Mrs. Stark comes out to kind of fold her arms and stare down at you. She's a younger teacher here. She always wears like really flowy, kind of hippie clothes and like long skirts and like too many rings. And she has like dyed red hair. And she's just like just maybe a little cool. She wants to be cool to you, but you're like way cooler than her. And she's like, you two need to get inside for class. You're gonna be late again.
You doing all right, Robin? I'll help you up. And go in. Yeah. Do you say anything if I ask if you're all right?
Yeah.
Do you get up?
Yeah, I get up.
Cool.
It's all right now, Mrs. So-and-so.
Mrs. Stark, and I'm not gonna mark you down, but be careful. I've got my eye on you, and so do some other people. Like that Jessica girl. I saw she was talking to one of your friends. What was that about?
I don't know. I wasn't.
I think it was related to an incident. You know, I feel like that she's had problems before. You know, incidents. You know what I'm talking about? I'm also totally just BSing out of my ass right now.
Are you talking about Levi?
Yeah, I'm going to try. So a little bird told me is one of my moves I can do.
Cool.
When you blab vicious lies about someone behind their back, roll with cold. On a 10 up, give them a condition. On a 7 to 9, give them a condition, but some people don't believe you, so gain the condition, liar.
Cool.
I'm gonna regret telling you to be yourself, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, what is this monster that you've unleashed?
Okay, 5.
Your fault.
Alright, it's cold of 6. That's not enough. I wonder if I have a string that I can use. Yeah, I think I have a string with Levi. I will use that string.
Yeah, you can add it.
Awesome.
So that puts it at a 7?
Yeah, that puts it at a 7. So obviously I think the person who doesn't know but knows that it's a lie would be Amy. Amy's like, what are you doing?
Right. Like, why are you talking trash about our friend, basically?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of basically like, well, so you say something that I know is untrue. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's
So
at various folks.
I
right?
make up. Oh, like Jessica and her, they've been fighting all the time in like this, like in the schoolyard because Levi is a pastafarian, so like that
Robin, I don't know
that
what
is
that
not.
is, but I don't think that's true. They, they haven't been fighting. I mean, like, I know,
They have.
you know,
You saw like how much anger that was. Like obviously that just didn't come out of nowhere. There's just
no, well,
they
that's
have a
true.
vendetta.
Is that what that was that what it's been about? I don't think so. I think it's something else.
It's
Something's been troubling Levi, but they haven't. This was just a one-time
no
thing. I'm sure,
no
I'll
no.
talk to her.
Cle-
I'll
Clearly, like
handle it.
religion is a sore spot for her.
What conditions do
Uh,
you want to give Levi?
yeah.
Let's see. What conditions do I have available here?
You can make anything up that's
Uh,
basically right, or are there ones on the list?
No, that's totally true. So it can be like exhausted or embarrassed,
Like bad
Loose
reputation.
I
cannon.
think
bad
I think
reputation.
I think I'm trying to give her a reputation as loose cannon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do in this scene is get Mrs. Stark to leave it to me and not
Make
preemptively punish Levi. Like, give me a chance to, talk to her because,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. So what do you, Mrs. Stark just like raises a stern eyebrow and then looks at Amy.
Yeah, no, they haven't. Levi, I think, has been going through some stuff, and I wish I had been a better friend and talked to her about it sooner. But I think I can. I think I should be the one to talk to her, and if just figure out what's the matter, because I mean, it, we shouldn't just ignore it when someone's in pain. We should try to help them.
Yeah, I agree. That's pretty smart, Amy. Um, it seems like Levi is pretty feral. She raises that eyebrow again. And actually, when she says that, she like her hand moves a little bit, and you can see like one of her rings that she has on is like some kind of witchy ring, like some kind of like pentacle or something like that. And then she nods and narrows her eyes at you, Amy, and then says, "Well, the two of you better get to class. Maybe I can have a word with Levi later."
I really, think that it would go well coming from me. I sort of, we have known each other for a while, and I don't know what's been bothering her lately, but I think she just is probably honestly going to open up uh, more to me if you'll give me a chance.
That might be true, but her actions were pretty violent, and I'm not sure that the school board is going to allow a student to talk to another one. But if you were to maybe roll something, you might convince her to have you sit in the room. I don't know what it would be.
All right. Yeah. Well, I think
There's
it's
not
manipulate. It's manipulate an NPC, right?
Yeah, but that's not in the Crabby rules, actually.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. But you can just roll that. That's fine.
Use the tools you need.
No, it is. It's here. It's at the bottom of the first column.
Oh,
Lower
is it?
left-hand corner.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe mine are weird. Okay, go ahead.
7.
Yay! What happens on a 7?
Keep eking out the hot. The MC will tell me what it will take to get them to do what I want.
Could I actually pull strings to make it go down?
Oh, yes.
Because it's a 7, right? So
Yeah.
I got 2 strings, so I will use a string to make it a 6 to make it fail.
Cool.
Cool.
Erase that string. So you still mark experience though. So so what was the outcome of it though? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
If
You
it's a
failed.
miss, yeah.
Yeah. So what happens? Oh, I know exactly what happens. You suddenly see something out of the corner of your eye. That's really. I mean, you kind of know this feeling of dread as it approaches. You know, it's your nightmares. It's your waking nightmares. And it's a shadowy figure standing at the corner of the school. And do these what do these look like to you? Would you like to describe it, or is it just like?
Well, so usually I don't look at them. It's just like movement and a little like purple flash. But this time, so the move gives me 3 options. I can stand up to them, call out for help, or look directly at it. And I think that what I'm going to do is say like, we better get to class, but look right at it as we go inside. And they're sort of like gangly, sticky shapes that are sometimes humanoid, sometimes like recognizable, but they always have like way too many eyes, and they're all like purple and glowing, and they're like jet black colored, and they sort of merge with the shadows. So the MC is going to tell. Oh, I ask you a question about my hunters.
Okay.
And the question is going to be, how can I keep them out of someplace?
Just like in general.
Or like do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I see it like trying to cross a threshold and it doesn't work, and like the hippie teacher has put, something up there. I don't know. Or tell me something you think is interesting about them.
Yeah. No, that's totally cool. I like that a lot. Like, you probably see it try to crawl into like a window or something, and maybe it's like Mrs. Stark's window, and one of its tentacles like falls off and hits the ground. And you're not really sure why, but it's her classroom.
Oh.
Nice.
Is that the class we're going to now?
It totally is.
All right.
Just trying to get into the classroom. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, and then in addition to that, actually, also next to the tentacle shadowy thing, is a dark figure, another shadow, and it looks like at first maybe it's a new student. You don't really recognize her. She has one long braid that kind of falls across her shoulder, and she is looking directly at you. And she tilts her head down and is frowning.
Friends.
Class. I'm going to class. I look away. I look away and go into class.
You go into class. You go to class.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, go ahead. I'm sorry. Did someone say something? Okay, no. Cool. So you go to class. Yeah, your first class of the day. You have I don't know, what is it? It's biology, and you fast forward through homeroom if we only do homeroom. And Mrs. Stark is teaching biology, and she's got like a diagram up on the board. Today is that day that you dissect frogs. And so, she's got like the anatomy, and she's like, okay, everyone, pair up into pairs, into groups.
Are we all in the same class?
Yeah, you're all in the same class. Pair up into groups of 2, and everyone's here. All the NPCs are here. Jessica and Sam are there, and her crew. Eris and Tommy, who you were texting earlier, are both there. And everyone kind of pairs off. Jessica and Sam pair off, Olivia and Madison pair off, Eris and Tommy pair off. How do you all pair off?
Nice.
I immediately go up to Amelia, like, "Hey, you want to be my dissection partner?"
Sure. I'm distracted by the window a little bit. I'm like checking out this window. Like, what's so special about this window?
So yeah, you go over to the window and there's like like just like a layer of salt on the bottom edge, and you can see that it like it's along all of the edges. I mean, you think it's salt. You taste,
Yeah, I
you
taste it. Yeah, salt is delicious.
Yeah, it's salt. You're like tasting some random shit off the window, like
In
when
the biolab, yeah.
ITT walks over to you, like, what is that dust that you're eating? You want to be my lab partner? Perfect.
Maybe I should rate this business.
What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I don't really want to dissect the frog. Are you okay with doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
great.
fun.
Yeah. Is the new girl, this creepy new girl, in the classroom?
No, she's not anywhere.
Not anywhere.
You don't see her anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that mean the two of you pair up, Robin and Levi?
Yeah, I feel like I got chased out of like the bathroom where I wanted to cubby up, right? And am in class and sort of turn and stare at you, and guess that's us.
Yeah. I'm certain you could just dissect this pretty well.
You have to help.
Alright. Fine.
Cool.
Reluctantly. I put my glasses on.
So she's kind of walking around. You all have instructions on how to like dissect this frog. It's totally gross. And it's weird. It's kind of weird actually that Jess and Sam are in this class because like you just punched Sam in the face, and she's just kind of like. It seems like she's okay actually. Mm-hmm. Like she has like an ice pack. Yeah, and she's just kind of like she looks back at you a few times. Like she looks a little terrified of you. Yeah, looks shyly away. But mostly she seems like really into Jessica. She's just like watching everything she does, like helping her with the dissection. A few times she she smiles and laughs a bit too much. Like when Jessica does something that's not that funny.
Totally dating.
And at one point she like touches her hand, like a little too friendly, like more friendly than Jessica would like in any case. And Jessica looks at her and like slaps her hand. She's like, don't touch me. Why did you do that? And Sam looks kind of like shocked, like, I don't know, I just really like you, okay? I really like you. And she like runs embarrassedly like out of the classroom. No hall pass, no nothing. And Jessica looks like it was just like whatever, and tries to cover it up and laughs awkwardly.
I raise my hand and I ask if I could go to the restroom. Be excused.
Mrs. Stark looks perturbed and is like, "Sure, Robin."
I just need to go really bad.
Yeah, okay. Take this one for Sam too. And, like hands you another hall pass.
Nice.
Okay, thank you. And then as soon as I'm out of sight of anybody, I attempt to use my magic to pass as Jessica.
Okay, awesome. Do you have to roll anything for that, or just happen?
I do have to roll. I have to roll. I think it's with hot.
Cool.
Let's see here.
Hot cool.
Okay, so I got a 9.
Okay.
With on a 7 to 9, I do pass as them, but the magic will dissipate if I kiss or get kissed, or if I lash out.
Awesome. So don't make out with anybody.
Conditional.
All right, awesome. So what do you do now?
Definitely make out with someone.
Yeah, so I am definitely gonna try and. I assume. Did she go to the bathroom? I'm gonna assume that probably.
Oh
Like,
yeah, she probably went to you go check the. Let's say it's progressive enough to have gender neutral bathrooms.
okay, cool.
And she's in there. Sam is in there.
I kind of like knock. I like kind of edge into the. Sam, are you in here there?
She quickly wipes away like tears from her face and like looks over towards the door and says, "Yeah, Jessica, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you like that in the classroom. You know, I don't know what overcame me."
I I'm sorry too, Sam. I've been really stressed out because like Levi was just a total pain in the ass, and like just I don't know. I've been trying to process these feelings. It's just rather difficult. I'm just
Wait,
afraid.
what feelings? What are you talking about?
I I I want to just stay cool and collected, and act like I'm like this above everybody, but like like you're really compassionate and sweet and nice to me, and I really appreciate that. Like you look up to me.
Oh, Jessica, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I really didn't think that you felt that way. Are you being real right now? And she like walks
I am.
closer to you and
Yep,
like kind of gets very close
I'm
to
being
you.
very real right now.
She's like breathing really heavy and she's like, I never thought I'd hear you say those words. I love you so much, Jessica. And she like pushes you against the bathroom wall, like the cold tile,
Yep.
and like jumps on top of you, like starts making out.
Yep.
I mean, as long as Robin lets her.
Yep. That was the plan.
Cool. She seems like over turned on. Like you like this is not like a normal makeout. This is like years of repressed emotions makeout. Like everything is coming out. It's just like hyper emotional, and she's very grabby. And so like I forget. Like we just said the makeout thing. Do you turn back into Robin now?
Yeah, I am now Robin, because I didn't realize that my magic wasn't working.
Nice.
Nice,
So I
awesome.
turned back into Robin.
Good
Did I
lord.
just keep
This game
trying
is
to
all about
imitate-
routine failure.
Right. Well, I'm guessing that your body feels differently suddenly.
Yeah.
Like you're a different stature or
Yeah.
size than Jess is. And
Yeah.
she like goes to run her fingers through your hair and it's like a different texture and she looks up and really has just like this look of abject horror. Like
I. Oh gosh. What do I do in this situation? What's the most entertaining thing to do here?
do you want to make a move?
I'm gonna just try and just be like, you want this. You were really into it. If you like, I can give you what you want. I just try and like keep going.
Okay, she's like totally freaked out by that. And looks at you in disgust and is like, I'm sorry, you're not who I thought you were. I just forget this ever happened. And she turns to leave the bathroom.
Okay.
Unless you want to do something else.
I think. Nah, I don't want. No, I'm gonna let her go.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Wouldn't want to escalate the creepy anymore.
Yeah.
Poor Sam.
Don't want to escalate the creepy. I am who you think I am. Who am I?
Poor Sam.
So she runs out of the bathroom. And that Robin's been gone for a while. Levi.
Mm-hmm.
Jess is still there. She's like She's looking back at you, and she notices that you don't have a lab partner right now, and neither does she. And
boy.
she puts on a serious face and breathes deep. And she has her cross back around her neck, actually.
Please, scuffed up.
Yeah. It's got like markedly, you can tell it has like a dent like on the bottom right hand.
One of the arms is bent.
Yeah, that's better. One of the arms is bent. And she walks over to you and says, I just want to apologize about earlier. It was not very kind of me to say those things.
What do you want?
I just want to be your friend, Levi. I don't know why you don't understand what that means.
I mean, next time I'll make sure I actually hit you if you want. We can be friends like that. I don't want to be your friend.
I don't really know where all this rage comes from within you, but I think it's kind of cool, and I would really like it if you came to my house tonight. And she puts her hand on yours.
Nice.
In a flirtatious way.
Right.
Like, definitely. Like, she seems a little like this is maybe out of her wheelhouse. Like, she's like, she doesn't really know what she's doing right now, but, you know, she kind of looks at you expectantly.
Yeah. And like, I'll look at her. I won't move my hand. I'll just. And I thought, like, you're very inconsistent. I still want to.
I don't really know what you mean. I mean, you don't have to come over, I guess. Like, do you want to just get lunch today? We could sit together at lunch. I just think you're really powerful and you're not afraid to speak your mind.
So was that like an hour ago that I was trying to hit you and I fucked that up, but I'm still pissed off about it? And now you want to go to lunch? That's... No! I'm gonna shut her down.
Cool. It's weird. I mean, it's definitely weird. Like, what's going on here?
What do you want from me? That's an 8 and my cold's at 0, so...
Okay. So you got an 8. So,
So I come across as a jerk. They get a string on... Jessica gets a string on me. And I think... So of the apologies here, I think shut up and take it. I think I'm gonna, like, get myself hoodwinked into, like, having lunch. Like, sort of like continually like backpedaling.
Well, no, like you were shutting them down, right?
Yeah, I think she still gets
they
shut down.
do that. So you successfully shut them down.
Yeah, you just come off as a jerk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She does get a string on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. That's right. Awesome. Ruh-roh. The internet broke.
There we go.
Oh, the internet returned.
Is the internet returned?
Work in progress. We live in suspense.
I do. I'm missing Kira. Sad.
Back in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Hold on a second. Nice.
Nicely done.
Yep. Oh no.
Technology, I'm sure.
Technology,
Just
of
start
course.
role playing.
No, we cannot
No.
see you.
No.
We see a lovely profile photo. And your voice is also not. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
We start role playing amongst ourselves.
We could just start fighting each other. What is up with those tentacles? That's just creepy.
Yeah.
Salt.
Bad news.
That is bad news. Bad news bears.
Boom. Okay, so
Oh no. Technical difficulties.
that's the rule of hand.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
So far we have creepy nightmares that don't come into classrooms with salt on the sill.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Two different. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we have both Sam and Jessica.
Yeah.
Although in Sam's case, it felt to Robin like it was a long pent-up building thing, and for Jessica, it seemed more sudden and out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not noticing any of this because I'm just very distracted by Amelia.
Right. Do you feel like maybe you're very avidly like dissecting that? Would you be dissecting that frog on
Yeah, I think I'd be just
like on her behalf sort of deal?
yeah, totally. I'd be totally just checking them back and like showing her like this is what you see, that's the thing, and that's the thing.
Do you think maybe you were trying to flirt? Maybe you were trying to turn somebody on by a frog.
By a frog.
By a
I'm
frog
very
dissection?
studious.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh God, please don't.
Yeah.
I mean, please do.
Stick to what you know, right? Like, I'm good at academics. I can dissect the crap out of this frog. Look at how cool I am.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's
Expert.
great. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I totally should try to turn on my helping with frog dissection. I like that.
Maybe the frog dances a can-can. Probably not.
Oh.
Probably not. If you're studious, I mean, I don't get to say.
I think I would kind of. I think I'd be fine with doing that as long as like I'm also being studious. I wouldn't like totally pick it up, but like manipulate his legs kind of.
Do you like what about like do you like sure like it dances and then like oh I have like it's got a heart. Can you give Amy?
Yeah.
I mean like
Oh my God.
it's creepy, right?
Yeah. Like bad heart puns.
Oh yeah. More bad heart puns.
Yeah.
Super. Oh. Yuck.
But like just like do something like like take the heart out and like something along the lines of like oh no you stole my heart or something.
Nice. Very very subtle.
Very subtle.
Yeah, very subtle. Oh, Kira, she's having problems.
It's all right. That's the rule at hand, right?
Yeah, Google Hangouts is just that bit of good, but not great.
What else is going on? Robin keeps freaking everybody out with making amazing life choices, right?
Yeah, Robin's
So many
helping a lot.
amazing life choices.
So good.
Yeah, I guess Robin is doing a great job of embracing failure in this game.
Well, and driving chaos, right? Like, it's really helpful to have someone making chaos. I still haven't had a chance to talk to Levi about it to clear anything up. It's totally on my agenda.
It's so good, and all your copious spare time.
Right.
Yeah, I think both Levi and my character are just on the verge of was waiting for the lash out to really happen.
Yep.
There's something ooh, what's really delightful to imagine is this thing where we end up coming in direct conflict with one another.
Maybe.
That I mean, I don't aspire to that necessarily, but it's like gruesome to imagine.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And
I mean,
thus I love it.
I am trying to find a time to pay attention to Levi while
Nobody
TT is
loves
desperately
me.
trying to like get my attention. So
we have very healthy boundaries. All
it's
of
gonna go
us.
great.
Mhm.
I made it back.
Yay!
Yay.
We missed you.
Oh, I miss you too. Hangouts is ridiculous. So please continue whatever you were doing, and I'll jump in.
We were just
And I'll-
talking about the wonderfulness of our character interactions.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the likelihood of
and
terrible frog heart puns. Yes?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some frog flirting about that.
Yeah, so this totally happens. So my character, like, while dissecting for, Amelia, like, takes the frog heart out and, like, kind of, like, pushes it next to her, like, oh, you stole my heart. And that's me trying to turn Amelia on in a terrible way.
That's super gross. I hated the frog dissecting thing.
I am a vegan.
I'm sorry, is this an X card for you? Is this too much?
No.
Okay, because that's totally okay if it is.
No. Amelia is a vegan.
Oh, Amelia's a vegan. Okay, cool.
Listen, well, hopefully I fail this roll.
No.
I totally fail this roll.
Okay.
I'm at 4.
One can be both the feel abhorrent and turned on. There's space for that.
And yet, I don't.
Yeah, I totally
I'm like looking away, and you're like, you stole my heart. And there's this like, I like move my hand back and touch it. Oh! And I like totally jump back into Levi's personal space.
Nice.
But also, I think Kira might make a hard move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, and I think we were in the middle of Levi's move too, that I don't know if we resolved, but I can't remember what was happening now. Because Jessica was flirting with you. So,
Right.
yeah, at that end.
What it was, and I aimed to shut Jessica down and landed with, I think, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. I did not succeed. I got a 9.
Oh, you got
Okay,
success.
cool.
That's partial success.
This is a partial success, but it's not a super success.
Correct.
So, right. So
Success with consequences.
So she apologizes or shuts up and takes it or walks away.
Mm-hmm.
And you come off as a jerk. So So what do you say to her that she needs to respond to?
Let's see. We've got the weird, creepy, like suddenly being all like flirtatious and all right, and I leveled the being inconsistent. I don't know what you want from me. I kind of don't care. Stop touching me and go deal with your own fucking frog.
Oh.
Okay.
Just nothing real, nothing other than just kind of clumsy and abrupt and I'm not savvy.
Yeah.
Go away.
She shuts up and takes it and pulls her hand back and picks up one of the dissecting things for the frog and moves to kind of help you with the frog. And then somebody bumps into you. Who was moving into your space? Was that Amy?
It was Amy.
Yeah.
Amy was moving in the space here.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm like muttering to myself, and it's like I have the heart's blood of a creature on my hands.
I'll hand you like a tissue. That's all. Like, if I can tell that this is a thing you're upset about, I'll just, even though I don't feel real warm and fuzzy about you, I'll still hand you like a tissue, because I'm sure they're lying around everywhere.
Oh, Levi. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Levi. So I'm like not going back to that desk right now, but I'm also like not in a very good state to like have the conversation I wanted to have with you. I'm still like hanging out at your desk, like wiping my hands and freaking out a little bit for a minute.
Cool. So, who failed the roll? I can't remember.
Well, I failed the role
You
of
failed the
trying to turn Amy on.
Right, right. So sure, these are the consequences. Is that, instead of turning me on, now she's over talking to Levi. I don't even think that needs a hard move.
Nice.
It's pretty straightforward.
Very elegant.
All right. So when I start I like wipe it off in I like if we have a sink at our table and I'm like washing my hands constantly and like eventually and like have a conversation, which is I wanted to apologize earlier too for in the woods. I know you just bumped into us by accident. Titi didn't need to raise her voice at you.
Thanks, but you forgot the part about why are you hanging out with someone who's a pity friend?
Oh, you were right next door, and I just heard that one.
Sick burn, bruh.
Yeah.
That's an awful thing. That's an awful thing to say, Levi.
That's where we started the day, with you talking to me about that's how that was.
No.
Jessica leans into you and says, "This is why I like you."
Dissect a frog!
I take the I totally like just slam on the desk when I hear this, like really loudly, and turns, and I'm just like kind of like, I am not her pity friend. We're gonna go see the big friendly giant tomorrow. I'm not throwing a move yet. I just want to like make reactions. So
Yeah. No, ITT was there the whole time. That we didn't even exchange words, Levi.
Yeah, you rolled up on your scooter, and we had a really charming conversation. That was kind of this morning, like earlier. I mean, it's been a little bit. I mean, I've had a big day.
Levi,
Apparently, you have too.
I don't have a scooter, Levi. You know who has a scooter?
Your
Damn
other
it.
crush?
God damn it, Robin. Was I wearing what? Was
Go
I
ahead.
wearing this? I pull out the white jacket that I had
It
left
matched
Robin.
the scooter. Yeah. You're
God
a
damn it,
jerk.
Robin. No. How do I explain this? The truth is always the best.
I know how to explain this. I like jump in and actually jump in and like push the desk a little bit to the side. And I point over towards Robin. Robin is a witch.
Is Robin back in the room yet? I don't think Robin is actually here.
This is the perfect time for me to come back.
Okay.
Yes. Gorgeous.
So you say it really loud.
I think I'm shutting Robin down with this one.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Let's roll this one. Oh, it was a total failure. Excellent. Okay, so I got the 2.
Cool.
Maybe
wow.
we can talk about that tonight.
Oh, witch? Excuse me.
So
The only-
what's
the only-
the bad thing that happens, Kira, from this? Like,
Robin can keep talking for a minute.
The only spooky thing happening here is that there's some kind of implication that Leo over there is feral. What's up with that?
Now I really want to deck you.
So you're back in the room and you say that, and the door slams shut behind you, and so do all the windows, and the
New
lights,
problem.
all the lights go out in the room. So it is like pretty dark in here right now, and that's the bad thing that happens.
Nice.
Everyone is suddenly like very tense.
Okay.
Uh,
It's happening. Levi, where are you? I reach out for Levi. I saw this. I saw this. When the beast comes, you're going to do something amazing. You're going to stop it. And you might not. I might sound crazy if I tell you how, but out of character, it's totally like turning into a werewolf. And I'm using my prophecies power to roll integrity.
Sweet.
awesome.
Oh, nice.
And I get an 11.
Nice.
So your decisive move to stop the beast will automatically succeed, as if you rolled a 10 up.
Right.
However, you may defy this prediction by breaking your own heart.
Oh.
Sweet.
Oh.
Do I have a heart? Where is it?
Is it a turtle? Who knows?
Angry.
Also, this is totally my fault for getting the blood of the heart's blood of an animal on my hands.
You transgressed.
Oh my god.
That's my. Yeah, that's why I think it's my fault. It might be true.
Okay.
So how dark is it? Like, is it like pitch black or just kind of like dim?
It is dim, I would say. It's probably not pitch black because it is during the day.
Could
What do you?
I think I want to gaze into the abyss right now because I'm feeling like it might be my moment.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's your moment for lag.
So oh no. No.
Your moment for lag has come. The cyber witches are here. So, yeah, please gaze into the abyss. That would be great.
Okay, this is 9 or 8. Yeah, an 8 for gazing into the abyss.
Cool. So, on a 7 to 9, choose one. You gaze in the abyss. You're looking into the darkness, the magic that's happening right now. And
I find out more than I wanted.
You find out more than you wanted.
So
Cool.
what do I find out?
You find out. You look around you, and you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, like pretty much everyone in this room is making out right now, and aside from the four of you, and that's really weird. And Mrs. Stark is not. She's up at the front of the room, and she is staring at the door, and she looks terrified. And at the door, is that you haven't seen her yet? But it's that little girl again, that student with the braid. And it's a shadowy figure standing in front of the doorway. And next to her is another student. She's taller. She's not quite as giant as ITT is, but she's tall. She looks kind of athletic, and she's also shadowy. Her hair's in a ponytail. And you get a good look at them. They're wearing kind of like clothes from the 80s, like the actual 80s, not the trendy current 80s, 90s.
Nice.
And so their clothes are anachronistic, and you get the distinct dreadful feeling that they're dead.
Maybe I didn't sign up for this. I start panicking and start running away from the figure, trying to bolt for the other side of the room.
Okay.
Sounds like a runaway to me.
Yeah, it does. Do it. Roll your run away.
Run away.
And let's
I
see.
got a 3. I got
Cool.
a 3.
Yeah.
You don't run
All
away. In fact, you run to the other side of the room, and the girl with the braid is standing there. You run directly into her, and
Oh, shit.
as though she transported suddenly, and she smiles at you and runs her fingers through your hair, just like Sam did not too long ago.
Yum.
So you all see Robin freak out, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So like, I don't know if Amelia's power allows Levi to like see these beasts, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Like if you're going to protect her from them, so you can probably see these ghosts too.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So you see them and you see Robin freaking out, but the other two of you have no idea what's going on. So what do you do, Levi?
And Miss Stark is deeply upset. Right?
Yeah.
There's and apparently I get to problem solve, and I'm really tired of everyone ruining my day and getting in my way all the time and interrupting me constantly with all of their crap.
This is only first period. I mean, it's like 9 o'clock.
It's really way too early for this,
All
and
of
I
a
have
day's work.
Yeah.
oh gosh, can I like?
Yeah.
There's if that figure. I mean, I don't really like Robin very much right now.
Yeah, you're pissed at Robin. I mean, maybe you don't care what's happening to Robin over there. They're like being caressed by some shadowy figure.
That seems like typical for them. So far as I've seen.
Seems
So,
legit.
and we've got another figure still by the door, right?
Totally.
Okay. I think I'm gonna roll up on that figure, and just, what the fuck do you want? It's early, go away. Just sort of petulantly, and like, just maybe they'll leave. I'm apparently supposed to fix something. I don't know.
Cool. She smiles at you, and it seems like a delighted smile. It's not like a villainous smile.
Okay.
And she tilts her head up and looks across the room at Jess and says, "She summoned us here."
Oh.
Huh.
Well, that's fun. You know she's really sweet on me, right? Wait, what do you want? Why? What? Damn it!
I think she was trying to summon someone else.
Whoops.
Nope.
How about you both go home now?
I mean, this is kind of fun being here. We went to school here, too.
Awesome. While ago, I take it.
Yeah. And you can see, like, the longer you're standing there, I don't know, how did she died here somehow. There's, like, some kind of clue on her to indicate, like, a broken, maybe, like, a neck bone is sticking out kind of weird or something.
Cool.
I want to go up. Levi, I think, might be false alarm on the beast thing. I think maybe this is uneasy spirits thing instead. Were you two? So I point to like the two ghosts. Like, were you two together when you were alive? Because that must have been really hard back in the 80s.
She nods and says, "It wasn't that hard, really."
Oh. Okay. So everything's going great for you then? Do you need any help?
I mean, maybe you should ask what everybody's doing here. They all seem pretty hot on each other, just like, you know, me and Aaron were.
That's probably related.
Yeah. I thought maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's enough ghost time, and she just like kind of fades away, and
Sweet.
you know, Robin is still being, I suppose, she's trying to like threaten you, but like in a hilarious way. Like playing with you is like really fun, Robin.
Go away.
And she just kind of like turns around and walks away from you, disinterested. And sure, the lights come back on, and there's like people are still making out, and it's really really weird. Like the door kind of slides open a little bit, and Jess is kind of like looking around for you, Levi, and comes over to the door and is like, "Where did you go? I was trying to find you." And she leans in to kiss you.
Bleh, no. As lovely as that, no. I think gosh, it's been such a wonderful day. I'm gonna lash out physically. I'm gonna like shove her in hard, and hopefully knock her across the room.
Cool.
So making some more friends.
Do it.
Da 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 da. All right.
Roll your dices.
What's that?
7. So that's an 8.
Cool. So on a 7 to 9, do your harm. Choose one of those options.
I probably don't need to like break anyone's face right now, do I?
No, but it would be apt if you became your darkest self. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there.
Let's do it. Yeah. This has been a long day. I'm in.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Totally. So what happens when you become your darkest self again?
So I have the pleasure of transforming into like this bestial wolf thing. And the things get simplified down to like wanting power and dominance and going through people and shutting them down in the most physical way possible. Kind of, yeah. So
That's great.
It's super. I'm super excited with this.
Levi, no, don't. We need to find out what she was trying to summon. Get in your way.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
So now is this like delightful, you know, wolf thing that's kind of abruptly, you know, it's gruesome, right? Like there's a lot of like really great bone snappily crack noises, and it probably hurts. It seems right that it hurts. I'm probably pretty pissed off all the more. So you're in my way.
Yeah, I'm in your way.
That's a bummer, because I'm gonna shove you out of the way too.
All
I
right.
think. Definitely.
I'm not gonna let you hurt Jessica.
Who said I wanted to hurt Jessica? Maybe I just wanted to talk.
You don't have to say anything when you transform into a snarling.
So, as a lovely snarling thing, I really, as you try to get in my way, just kind of like take one big sweeping like clawy paw and like sweep you, throw you to the side. Is the intent, and that's an 8 + 1 for volatile, so that's a 9.
Ooh.
Cool.
I want to spend a string to make you hesitate or freeze instead of doing that, because you're like super feral now, and I'm like I've been the focus of your like feral obsession for a while.
Mm-hmm. Into it.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
I'm gonna spend the one string I have on you, so this isn't gonna work again. Just to like sort of interrupt this particular moment of violence.
Sure.
You just get between you and Jessica. to find out. It doesn't matter what I say. It's just, and then I'll turn to Jessica, and just try to take care of her. I can't actually like heal her in any actual way, but I just check on how she's doing. And
Cool.
is she like conscious? How's she doing?
Yeah, she's totally conscious, and for some reason she like still is really like reaching out for Levi. Like even though Levi is like monstrous now, she's like she doesn't seem cowed, and she seems determined actually to still try and kiss Levi. So she's like reaching out for her.
Okay, Jess. Okay, I'll let you do that. But tell me what you tried to summon.
Can I interject?
What do you mean?
What?
Yeah.
What? I didn't hear that.
I said, can I interject with what my character is doing at the moment? My character is in the back of the room, praying and trying to find out like what I can do to make everything return to normal. Because I just want to go to, I just want Amelie and Amy to go to the movie with me tomorrow. Everything is just so crazy right now. So I'm looking into the abyss, but praying to Jesus while doing it.
Jesus is the abyss.
Jesus is the best.
Gorgeous.
I got an 8, so great. What does it do?
Cool.
I find what I'm looking for, so I find the answer of some kind, and then I think it's gonna be hard to look away. I gain the condition obsessed.
Sweet.
Yeah, you totally do. So what were you're like praying and trying to figure out what is going on so that you can stop.
How to like return things to normal? Is that's what I want, because I want to just like go to the movie tomorrow and
how do you
get the girls, kill the baddies.
Yeah, totally. So you see, you didn't notice it before, but among all of Jess's bracelets that she's wearing that are super trendy, there's one that seems to be handmade and out of some kind of string and braided, and it's dangling from her wrist. And you have this feeling. Oh wait, what was the? You're obsessed with it.
I'm obsessed with the abyss.
You become obsessed with the abyss.
Yeah, I'm just obsessed, but I'm obsessed with so maybe like I saw this, so like obviously like God spoke to me that this is like the answer. So like I'm really very focused with that.
Yeah.
And God spoke to me, which is like huge.
Yeah, sure. So yeah. What was that, Andy?
Oh, you're finally good enough. Wait.
Yes, exactly.
Poor
so
Amy.
yeah, so like light, like in this dimness, in the dim classroom, light like shines through, and this is the weird abyss that you see. Like it's not really dark, I guess. It's just weird and like pseudo-Christian, and so everything is like shining and glowing, and like Jessica herself is shining and glowing because that she is another God-fearing human in this classroom. And on her wrist is this bracelet, and that's like kind of like the standout thing. Like you see that bracelet, and you have this feeling in your heart that if you were to take that from her and tear it apart, everything would go back to normal.
That is what I'm doing. So I'm like just shoving desks to the side. And these are like the big heavy biology desks, but like I could shove them to the side, and like just running forward and just like slamming her to the wall and like ripping it off of her wrist and trying to tear it off. And
okay.
I'm just like at the same time it's like heathen, and just like tear that off. I think size matters in this, so.
Okay.
Come on, 8. It makes it more interesting.
Yeah,
I get 2 8s.
Oh my gosh. What happens what happens
For
when you
each
roll
die
that
that
high?
comes up an 8, I get to A, break something, B, hurt someone, or someone gains a condition terrified.
Oh
Um,
no.
so I think I totally hurt. What's this? This is Jessica.
Jessica.
I
Yeah.
totally hurt Jessica,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say that Amy is terrified of me
Oh
now.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 But
So I mean,
it allows the MC to say who, what, or who. But like I think that was pretty good. It's up to you.
no, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did it.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
And so obviously I succeeded in my lash out physically.
Totally.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I ripped it off, and so there you go.
So this lovely thing is happening where, despite being monstrous, Jessica's trying to kiss me, and then you come barreling across the room.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
come barreling across
Awesome. So I don't have to suffer this unwanted kiss. Thank goodness.
the room.
Saved my bacon.
Yeah, and I meant to just rip it off of her, but I actually ended up breaking her arm in the process.
She's
Yeah.
having a good day. That's what she
Yeah.
gets for talking
Yeah.
to me.
She
You hear
is.
this sickening crunch as that happens, and she just slammed against the wall.
Ouch. Sure. So she starts crying, and she looks angrily up at you, ITT and Amy, and she's just like, I just wanted everyone to get along. I just wanted everyone to come to my party and love Jesus. Okay, that's all that I wanted. Found this book in the library for love spells, and I cast it for Jesus, and I guess it just didn't work because you're all terrible people, and I never want to talk to you again. That's
Day made.
the scene, I guess, unless anyone else wants to do anything else there.
That's so good.
I can't. No. Yeah. There's nothing more to add to that.
Alright, cool. So end of the scene, and then if we
I
want
just say that'll teach you to deal with Satan. That's
oh
what
my god, not today, Satan, not today. So that was my ridiculous plot, but it's 12:12 or 12:13 on my end. I have to work tomorrow actually because my life is terrible. It's not that bad. It's okay, but do you want to do one a round of epilogue really quick where you each get this final scene with your character from the aftermath or later today or whatever you want to describe after this episode that would highlight something cool about your character. Andy, would you like to start again, or should we go the other way?
Let's do it the other way right now. Let me think. Let me mull briefly, please.
Yeah. Cool. Or would anyone just like to volunteer to start, and then we can just jump around?
To help de-escalate the situation, I confess that I've just been a giant ass to everyone, and that it's because I was really insecure about myself, and I don't want to be a unicorn anymore. Cause fuck that shit. What's up with those visions? And resolve to just be myself, whatever that is.
Do you feel does Robin feel any remorse about making out with Sam in the bathroom?
Oh, zero remorse.
That was okay, but the rest of this was totally messed up.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's Robin. So who's next?
Awesome.
So Dee Dee basically after this from the adrenaline starts to drop and she just kind of freaks out of just what happened and bolts from the room and breaks the door off the hinges as she bolts from the room and she's running to her cave essentially. That's what she's doing.
Oh, sad stories.
Makes the most sense.
Perfect. A thing that I can see real clearly is that evening, Levi and Amy finally getting a chance to like go for a walk and talk.
Mhm.
That just very like is as close to human as fucked up teenage monsters get.
Yeah, well, let's go for a walk in the moonlight. And yeah, so we are in the like the verdant glade by Makeout Stream behind the school.
Awesome.
And like the camera can like pan from us like actually talking and being like open about ourselves
Yeah.
to or from the like sad cave.
Yeah. Yeah. Super into it.
That's super lovely.
Yeah, I see my character as one of the biggest things is running off was like I looked over and saw that like Amy was like terrified of me, and that was what really sunk home, and that's what like made me really run off.
So are you like hiding your heart now? You're done having the heart, right? Because that sucked.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd take the turtle that's been in my pocket all this time and like put it in the back of the cave.
Oh, so
Sad.
sad. Sad stories. Sad end of Monsterhearts.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that was super fun, everyone. Thank you for being super entertaining and awesome, and playing Monsterhearts with me. That was great. And yeah, I don't know how else to wrap up. I guess we're done. And thanks for playing. You're great. This was really super fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for running.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
totally.
See you all at Big
Pleasure.
Bad Con.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Go to Big Bad Con. Check it out. Check it out online. I'll stop the broadcast now, so we'll stop being live. So long.
So long.
Farewell.